Hello everyone and welcome to Baldur's Gate. It is finally time for us to go back to the beginning. After playing through Baldur's Gate 3 and after experiencing games from BioWare such as Knights of the Old Republic, Dragon Age, and Mass Effect, we're now going back to where it all began with the very first Baldur's Gate. We are playing the Enhanced Edition. We're getting given an interesting little slideshow of images. This is what you can expect in Baldur's Gate. I'm very excited to go back to this. After playing Baldur's Gate 3, we're now going to go through the original journey, Baldur's Gate 2, and then that'll culminate in a replay of Baldur's Gate 3 with the Dark Urge. I'm excited for that journey, and I hope you are too, as we go back to the beginning. I've given everybody a very sufficient amount of time to make sure that they have played Baldur's Gate 1 before I get to it. We finished Baldur's Gate 3 a long time ago now, and we had a significant cooldown period before I dived back into the world, because that was one of my biggest Let's Plays ever. Such a massive undertaking. And I said I'm going back to the beginning, so you get there quick, catch up, make sure you're ready. And how many of you have played Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 in preparation for this moment? I'm willing to say less than 2% of people. Maybe this will motivate you. Let's jump in. We're going to start with a tutorial, as has been recommended for new players to start with a tutorial. And I also think that is probably the best idea, given the fact that this game is probably going to play quite differently to what I'm used to. Tutorial, please. Character generation. Well, I hope that this character is not just for the tutorial and is for the main game as well. Surely, right? Alright, we're going to create a character. This is the character generation segment. We might not spend as much time in this one in comparison to Baldur's Gate 3, because there was just so many pretty characters to look at in terms of making our character. But I'll probably do a lot of reading as well. The first episode of a big RPG series is almost always a primary focus on the character creation and then just the intro section of the game. I like character creation. A lot of people are just very impatient and just go, oh yeah, just press all the buttons and then I'm done. I care about the character that I make, so we're going to take a look. Males of the realm can excel in whatever profession they choose, whether wizardry, thievery, or the arts of war. Females of the realm can excel in whatever profession they choose. I am a male. Perfect. That's me, Bald, from Baldur's Gate. What is your name, Hail Traveler? What name were you given at birth? Bald. My name's Bald from Baldur's Gate. Oh. Berries and cream, but from Baldur's Gate. Oh my god, look at these portraits, dude. Dude, it's like the... It's... It's like when you go to like a carnival, you go to a showgrounds, and you've got like those heavily airbrushed sides of the rides. Oh, look! Oh my god, cool. That should just be my portrait, shouldn't it? How cool is that? And then people will go, the Matthew Mercer effect. Now I can only hear his voice. Go for the eyes, bull! This man's face is not on his head properly. These are crazy. More bald, that's good. I've got some good bald representation here. There is such an interesting variety here. I'll tell you that much. That seems like such a recognizable face. All right, I am gonna avoid doing the Minsk. I'll avoid doing the Minsk portrait, but custom is interesting. I can use a custom portrait. Wait, that's kind of funny. Your custom portraits will show up in the regular list of portraits. Wait. Let me see. All right, let's see about this. There it is. Cool. All right. Custom portrait? Perfect. Just a little nostalgic pull from the archives for the Dragon Age avatar, but a humble dwarf with the cast tattoos and the nice little beard braids. I get to put myself in the game. Incredible. I'll do that. That's fine. Custom portrait in. Let's choose my race. Humans are the predominant race in Faerun. Faerun. Humans rule most of the significant empires and kingdoms in the realms. They are the most social and tolerant of races, excepting perhaps the halflings. Humans may advance as any class and are also the only race that can dual class. They cannot multi-class. Elves tend to be shorter and slimmer than humans. Their features are finely chiseled and delicate, and they speak in melodic tones. Elves are looked upon as being frivolous and aloof. They concern themselves with natural beauty, dancing, frolicking, and other similar pursuits. Their humor is clever, and are their songs as poetry. There are 6 racial divisions of elves within the realms: Gold, Moon, Wild, Sea, Dark, and Winged. Elves have the following traits: 90% resistance against charm and sleep, infravision, a +1 Thaco bonus with bows, short swords, and long swords. They're going Thaco mode. THAC 0. Don't know what that means. Let's go. -5% open locks, +5% pickpockets, +5% move silently, +10 hide in shadows, +1 to dex, -1 to constitution. I can't remember what edition of Dungeons and Dragons this is. My brain wants to say it's like 2nd or 3rd edition of the D&D. So slightly different rules and whatnot that I'm used to, and we'll just get used to it. We will just get used to it. We have half-elves. They're a mix of human and elven blood. They are handsome with good features from each of their parent races. A half-elf has the curiosity, inventiveness, and ambition of their human ancestors, and the refined senses, love of nature, and artistic tastes of their elven ancestors. 30% resistance against charm and sleep, infravision, and a +10 to pickpockets and a +5 to hide in shadows. The humble dwarf. Short and stocky, easily identifiable by their size and shape. They have ruddy cheeks, dark eyes, and dark hair. Dwarves tend to be dour and taciturn. They are given to hard work and care little for most humor. They enjoy beer, ale, mead, but most of all, they love gold. There are 4 racial divisions of dwarves within the realms: Shield, Gold, Wild, and Duergar. +2 bonus to saving throws versus paralysis, poison, death versus rod, staff, wand, and versus spell, with additional bonuses based on constitution, infravision. +10 open locks, +15 find traps, +5 detect illusion, +10 set traps, +1 to constitution, -1 to dex, -2 charisma. Halflings are short, generally plump people, very much like small humans. Their faces are round and broad and often quite florid. Their hair is typically curly, and the tops of their feet are covered with coarse hair. Overall, they prefer the comforts of home to dangerous adventuring. They enjoy good living, rough humor, and homespun tales. There are 3 racial divisions of halflings within the realms: the Harefoot, Tall Fellow, and Stout. +2 to saving throws versus stuff, similar to dwarves. +1 Thaco bonus with slings, +5 open locks, traps, pickpockets, move, blah blah. Gnome. Ah, yes, perfect. Mapo Gnome has returned, everybody, much to the dismay of gamers everywhere. They're like, man, this guy, he's playing a gnome in my Baldur's Gate 3, where he's not playing a beautiful, tall, heroic, handsome man. I can't watch. He's dressed in Lae'zel's underwear and he's running around bouncing off the walls. What's going on? Gnome. Kin to dwarves. Gnome are noticeably smaller than their distant cousins. Gnomes, as they proudly maintain, are also less rotund than dwarves. Most have dark tan or brown skin, white hair, and rather large noses. Gnomes have lively and sly senses of humor, especially for practical jokes. They have a love for nature that is only matched by their love for gems and jewelry. There are 2 racial divisions of gnomes within the realms: rock and deep. Sverfnablum. Gnomes have bonuses as well. Half-orcs. Can't be a full orc, just a half-orc. They're born from the union of human and orc parents. They're as tall as humans, but a little heavier due to their muscular builds. Their greenish pigmentation, sloping forehead, jutting jaw, prominent teeth, and coarse body hair make their lineage plain for all to see. In the Sword Coast, half-orcs are tolerated, as unlike in the north, the local people haven't had centuries of warfare with the orc kind. Half-orcs are known for their great strength. In for a vision, +1 to strength and constitution, and a -2 to intelligence. Well, so they can advance any class, they can dual class. That's their advantage. Everyone else gets bonuses. I'm going to be a half-elf because I don't want to be the boring human, and I'm not going to play a short king. And as you can see by my character portrait, what's going on? I'm a half-elf, and I inherited the human ears and the giant beard part of a human, and the lover of artistic tastes and refined senses of my elven ancestors. You know, I'm a unique blend. This is an elf, and you will not be able to convince me otherwise. I'm a half-elf. Mostly just look like my father, but my elven mother, bloody hell, taught me well, raised me good. She did. Appearances are not all as they seem. People assume I'm a human, and then I just astound them with my half-elf lineage. Let's have a look at the class that we can be. Ah, I see. We have the dual classing here. Now look, there's probably most likely there is going to be an optimal character build. There's probably stuff that's going to be the best way to play. I'm going to create a character that just feels good. Hopefully that works out. If it doesn't, we'll figure it out in the future. But for now, I'm going to make a character that I resonate with. We've played a dwarf, a warrior, and a mage across Dragon Age. I probably want to do something a little bit different. But we'll have a read. We'll see what we find. The fighter is a champion, swordsman, soldier, a brawler who lives or dies by his knowledge of weapons and tactics. So he can wear helmets, armor, use any weapon, grand mastery with any weapon class, specialization in any fighting style, 3 slots in 2 weapon style, our hit die is a d10, prime requisites for dual classing strength. The ranger is a warrior and woodsman who is skilled with weapons and knowledgeable in the ways of the forest. The ranger often protects and guards lost travelers and honest peasant folk. A ranger needs to be strong and wise in the ways of nature to live a full life. Shall we just, be off-brand Minsk? We'll be a ranger, because I can then be like, yeah, I'm Aragorn, son of Arathorn, but you can call me Strider. What do you reckon? I already feel a pull to the ranger. May wear helmets, any armor, any weapon. May not exceed specialization. 2 slots in any weapon class. 2 slots in any fighting style. Specialized in 2 weapon style. May place a 3rd slot into it. May select a racial enemy, which grants a +4 bonus to hit and damage against the selected enemy race. That's crazy. I can select my optional racism. Any enemies that you... any races you hate, so you do more damage against them. May use the charm animal ability once per day. Perfect. This is me. I charm my dog once a day. Gains 1 use at level 1, additional use every 2 levels thereafter. May use the hide in shadows ability while wearing no armor, leather armor, or studded leather armor. Druidic spells at level 8. Alignment is restricted to good. That's an interesting choice. I hadn't really considered the type of character that I'm going to play, but if I'm restricted to good, I'm restricted to good, aren't I? A cleric, a druid. Being a druid would actually be so fun. I'll be a druid this time. Alignment restricted to true and neutral. I can't be neutral again. I was so chaotic neutral. A mage, a thief, a bard, being a rogue, but different from the thief. We have a sorcerer, a shaman, and then we can start mixing things up. You can be a cleric ranger. That's the only one that has a double thing. Use the abilities of a cleric and a ranger, but weapons are restricted to only those allowed by the cleric's ethos. The character may specialize in, but not master any weapon that they can use. So we can use non-bladed, non-piercing weapons like a warhammer, club, flail, mace, quarterstaff, or a sling. I'm gonna go for ranger. I'm gonna pick a ranger. I'm gonna be like off-brand Minsk. Oh, and then you can pick these. Cool. The ranger is a warrior and a woodsman, of course. Or you can be an archer, the epitome of skill with the bow, the ultimate marksman, able to make almost any shot, no matter how difficult. To become so skilled with the bow, the archer has had to sacrifice some of his proficiency with melee and armor. +1 to hit and damage with a missile weapon every 3 levels. Grand Mastery in longbows, shortbows, and crossbows. Cold Shot ability once per day. Gains 1 use level 4. Additional use every 4 levels thereafter. Cold Shot. All successful ranged attacks within the next 10 seconds have the following cumulative effects besides normal damage according to the level of the archer. Get some cool stuff going on. Maybe some not so cool stuff going on. Get a damage roll bonus at 16th level. They only wear leather, studded leather, and hide armor. May only become proficient with melee. May not use the charm animal ability. We have Stalker, Covert Intelligence Gatherers, both comfortable in both wilderness and urban settings. They are spies, informants, and interrogators, and their mastery of stealth makes them deadly opponents. +20% to move silently and hide in shadows. May use backstab, although for a lower damage multiplier than thieves. Level 1 to 8 times 2, 9 to 16 times 3, and 17 plus times 4. At the 12th level, may memorize 3 mage spells, haste, protection from normal missiles, and minor spell deflection. May not wear armor heavier than studded leather. And the Beastmaster. The ranger is a wanderer and is not comfortable in civilized lands. Therefore, he maintains a natural affinity for animals. They are his friends and comrades in arms, and the Beastmaster has a limited form of telepathic communication with them. We could just become friends with Boo and go, I understand you as well. Now, Minsk's profile is in this game. I assume that Minsk is in the game in some way, shape, or form, as well as Jaheira. I don't know if they're only... I don't know if they're in Baldur's Gate 2 or both. We'll find out as we play. I would assume Minsk is in here, based on the profile. So I don't really want to be a Beastmaster Ranger. It would be funny. We'd just instantly get along so well. Just bros. I've come back in time to create a character to befriend this man. I will just be a typical ranger. And my alignment will be a lawful, neutral, or chaotic good. Characters of this alignment believe that an orderly, strong society with a well-organized government can work to make life better for the majority of the people. To ensure the quality of life, laws must be created and obeyed. When people respect the laws and try to help one another, society as a whole prospers. Therefore, lawful good characters strive for those things that will bring the greatest benefit to the most people and cause the least harm. An honest and hard-working serf, a kindly and wise king, or a stern but forthright minister of justice are all examples of lawful good people. Neutral. They believe a balance of forces is important, but that the concerns of law and chaos do not moderate the need for good. Since the universe is vast and contains many creatures, striving for different goals, a determined pursuit of good will not upset the balance. It may even maintain it. If fostering good means supporting organized society, then that is what must be done. If good can only come about through the overthrow of existing social order, so be it. Social structure itself has no innate value to them. A baron who violates the orders of his king to destroy something he sees as evil is an example of a neutral good character. And a chaotic good. Strong individualists marked by a streak of kindness and benevolence. They believe in all the virtues of good and right, but they have little use for laws and regulations. They have no use for people who try to push folk around and tell them what to do. Their actions are guided by their own moral compasses that, although good, might not always be in perfect agreement with the rest of society. A brave frontiersman, forever moving on as settlers follow in his wake, is an example of a chaotic good character. Boing! We'll go for that. And I will now roll. These are the basic stats that make up your character. Mins and maxes vary according to class and race prerequisites. So I can roll a total. Wow, this is like the roll your dice for your total stats, and then you can apply them, and I can just re-roll. What does store mean? That means I can just like, if I store a roll that I like, I can go back to it. How high can I go on the numbers? 87, 89. So if do I just store it? If I hit like the highest number, and if I go recall, okay, cool. And I can just, yeah, okay. Infinite presses on the recall. 89's the highest we've got so far. Can it go 90 plus, or is 80? Oh! I've hit 90. I'll take that. I don't know how long I'll sit here for. I want to see how high it can go. 91! Oh, and I've just re-rolled past it. I had 1 extra point. It can go above. Even further beyond. What's the highest possible roll? Can you roll 100? Surely not. Are we rolling... How many dice is being rolled in the background here? You rolling like 5 d20s? Oh. Yeah. It's so funny because you're like clicking it, and then you get used to clicking it, and then you see 90. Oh, and then you see 92, and then you're in the habit of clicking, and you've lost it. That's funny. All right, 92 has been the highest that we've. Oh, that itchy trigger finger is good. If I see 92 again, I will stop on it, and I will stop rolling. Because otherwise, I think I would just immediately just get stuck in here in pursuit of getting the highest roll ever. The game is giving you free re-rolls, so yeah, I will take advantage of that. I'm not gonna accept what I was given. I desire greatness in the form of re-rolling. That's funny. I mean, you could definitely set the rule for yourself that you just get whatever it lands on, and if you're in the low 70s, best of luck to you. All right, 93. There you go. I was like, 92? We'll stop. 93? It said good boy. Okay. I don't even know. Now I got to think about how I want to build the character. I'd want to be dexterous with my range. Whenever I play older D&D games, there will be a collection of you that probably get upset at where stats go, and at the end of the day, all I can say to that is, as long as I can play the game, have fun, and roll credits, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know that it's very hard. A lot of people like to be completely optimal at all times. They're like, you're wasting points. You put 1 point in here, it doesn't mean anything until it gets to an even number. You're leveling up everything. And I have improved over time in how I have done stat distribution from like the Knights of the Old Republic days. But it's okay, you know? It's alright. There are people that make all sorts of characters in this world, and we stumble through life just fine. So we're gonna be okay. We are gonna be okay. A character with an intelligence score of 8 or less is illiterate. Love that. We're gonna lower the intelligence. We're gonna heighten the charisma. I want to have constitution. I want to be dexterous. Now, stamina is a prime requisite of fighters. So I don't know how it's going to affect my potential damage, because I know that there is some ways that you can have dexterity affect your damage instead of strength. But again, D&D changes its rules depending on what it is. Constitution is important to the ranger, and I kind of want to have charisma because if there's ever moments of dialogue and speech with things, I want to be like, look, man, I've socialized with so many animals. I'm very charismatic. I'm a charismatic ranger. I might even take the intelligence down a bit because I'm not going to be doing any magic stuff. I don't know if that will end up being like a good choice or not, but I'm thinking that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like Dexterity 18, Constitution 18, Charisma 16, Intelligence 10, Wisdom 14, and then my uneven point will go into... I'll put it in intelligence to be at 11, because maybe I will put another point in it to put it at 12. Or should I just focus on an ability that I'll push to 20? Some of these are at maximum 18, so maybe I'll put it in charisma again. So then if I level up and a point goes in here, if a point even does go in there, that's where we're at. That's my 93 roll. That's what I'm committing to. My skills. Move silently, hide in shadows, 35, proficiency slots 4. You've been given proficiencies to start your character with. These represent the ability to effectively use weapons. You may choose from any of the selectable proficiencies available to your character class. If it's a fighter, you'll be able to choose the same proficiency up to 5 times. So I could like... I see, so I can go, I really love the bastard swords. I get you. Cool. This will grant him additional levels of specialization with the weapon listed. Keep in mind that a character can use any weapon available to his race and class, whether he has proficiency or not. However, if he attacks using a weapon he is not proficient with, there will be a penalty to the attack roll. Alright, so 2 slots specializes, which gives you a +1 to hit, +2 to damage. And I'm not a warrior, don't have to read it. And we master it if it's a 3 slot, and Grandmaster on 5 slots. So if I have 4, I would like to master 1 thing, which would probably... do a longsword. It just seems like a good place to start. The longsword is perhaps one of the most common weapons in Faerun. Skill with the longsword will allow your character to have access to a widely available and cheap weapon. I'm gonna just do that. And we're not an archer, but I feel like having some form of long-range weapon use would be a good idea as well. This bow is often used by those classes such as thieves who cannot use the larger longbow. It's more easily concealed and in the hands of a skilled user just as deadly. The longbow gives the archer maximum reach, and each arrow delivers a substantial amount of damage. And the crossbow, although smaller and easier to use than the longbow, is just as deadly in the hands of a skilled shot. Should I be a crossbow user or a longbow user? Oh, actually, hang on. So we've got 2 weapon style. This fighting style allows the character to use 2 melee weapons at the same time with fewer penalties. A character wielding 2 weapons without a slot in this fighting style would incur a -4 penalty. So I can wield 2 swords. Is a long sword would be a two-handed weapon, right? But a short sword I would be able to wield in both hands, right? No, because there's a 2-handed sword as well. Okay. So I feel like I should be able to wield 2 long swords with 2 weapon style. And then I'm gonna go with something long range as well. Into longbow or crossbow? Longbow. I'm feeling the longbow and the short sword. And again, see, there's probably people watching right now and they're like, oh no. And it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. In their role as protectors of good, rangers tend to focus their efforts against some particular creature, usually ones that marauds their homeland. Before advancing to 2nd level, every ranger must select a racial enemy. Thereafter, whenever the ranger encounters that enemy, he gains bonuses to his hit and damage rolls against them. Make your selection based on what would be appropriate for your character concept. Alright, who do I hate? Carrion Crawler, Ettercap, the Ghoul, the Gibberling, the Gnoll, the Hobgoblin, the Kobold, the Ogre, the skeleton, the giant spider, the troll, the orc, the shadow, the elemental, the demonic or fel, and the dragon. I love that you can, come up with some sort of backstory to fill up with your character of like, yeah, me mum was eaten by kobolds. They came into the night and started selling off her jewelry at local markets. And I just hate skeletons because when I was a young boy, I used to have dreams that they were chasing me through a forest. Bloody skeletons. I don't know what is going to be the most commonly encountered, and that's where my brain goes. Just give me a damage bonus against however many more of them. My character's backstory is, too many ghouls, I say. Let me get rid of them. Ghouls are undead creatures, once human, who now feed on the flesh of corpses. Although the change from human to ghoul has deranged and destroyed their minds, ghouls have a terrible cunning which enables them to hunt their prey most effectively. Ettercaps are ugly bipedal creatures that get along very well with all types of giant spiders. Let's just say I absolutely hate giant spiders. I don't think we're going to encounter giant spiders often, unless this is going to be like a Elder Scrolls situation. Every time you enter a cave, it's just giant insect. It's such an interesting choice, because there's clearly, maybe there's something that I could go against that would just give me a bonus in future. How often am I going to come across demonic entities? I mean, that feels like that'd be a late game thing. I might just be better equipped by then. I'm a ranger with a clear racial enemy against the demonic. I'm gonna go for skeleton. Skeleton feels like could be just something that comes up a lot. You're walking through a dungeon, skeleton, and I'm like, God damn it, I hate them. They got no muscles on them. No eyeballs to make eye contact with, no lips to kiss. Fuck skeletons. Can't. No flesh. All skeletons are magically animated undead monsters, created as guardians or warriors by powerful evil wizards and priests. Skeletons appear to have no ligaments or musculature which would allow movement. Instead, the bones are magically joined together during the casting of an animate dead spell. Skeletons have no eyes or internal organs. Skeletons can be made from the bones of humans and demi-humans, animals of human size or smaller, or giant humanoids like bugbears and giants. Yeah, alright. My appearance. That's me, alright. As you can clearly see by the portrait, that's me. The appearance change is hair color, of which I have to have it, and skin color, of which I can be any color under the rainbow, which is super exciting. Very good customization. That is, this perfectly captures what is going on here, I think. Okay, let's see. Green. I'm just pure green. I'll go for a variety of whatever complexion is me. And then in terms of hair color, can I just make it look like I have the same color hair as my skin tone, therefore giving the illusion that I am possibly bald, and just, they just can't render the beard at such a distance, There you go. I'm bald with just a weird shaped head. That's fine, just don't look at that. Clothing. This customization goes hard. Look at what I can do. Yeah, give me a blue. Give me a blue in there. The colors just feel so out of order, so strange. All right, we'll just go for that. That's me. Probably wondering how I got here. There we are. Oh, my voice.
Onward! I feel this is my rightful place.
I feel this is my rightful place.
I will require rest soon.
Yeah, that's so me.
Death to you all! Your life ends here.
Your life ends here.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
Ha ha! I'll lead 'em well.
Yeah, that's me, a half-elf.
You got this coming!
Whoa!
If nobody else is gonna step up, why not?
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Well, of course. I am the obvious choice.
Oh, you are the obvious choice.
I grow torpid and require slumber.
I grow torpid and require slumber. Oh,
How tedious all this becomes.
yes.
Get over here.
Get over here. Get to the chopper. My name is Scorpion. That's crazy.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Yeah, this is my half-elf voice. Let's give them a right thrashing. Sir Apocalypse. Should I? Yeah, it's such an elf name, you know. It's just perfectly applicable. Apocalypse, the male half-elf ranger who is chaotic good, with a 93 roll of stats, who can move silently, hide in the shadows, hate skeletons, big on swords and longbows. Biography. I can add to this. Wow, I love it when I can type in games. Lover of fine sausage. Hater of bony skeletons. Enjoyer of finely crafted, soft-feeling mattress. Needs to be held. Inspired by your foster father's tales of adventure amidst the barrens, hills, and forests of Faerun, you have learned to appreciate the power and challenges of the wilderness. While you cannot remember ever venturing further than the outer walls of Candlekeep, Candlekeep, you are a welcome and frequent visitor to its stables and pens. Much of your time is also spent atop the great towers of the citadel, where birds often seek shelter from both predators and the chill of the ocean winds. Still, you yearn to reach beyond, deep into the meadows and forests that you behold from your lofty perch. You know little of how you came to be a ward of Gorians, but over the years you have gleaned something of your mother's tale from his vague illusions, and from the words he sometimes uttered in tear-filled sleep. She was a half-elf from the courts of Asher Benford and a friend of his for many seasons. As you have no memory of her, nor any keepsakes to remind you of her existence, you've come to believe that she died while giving birth to you. Perhaps it was the pain of such a parting that led Gorian to cloister himself within the narrow halls of Candlekeep and raise you as his own. Of your father, you have learned nothing. Wow! So I'm a half-elf with a mother who died in childbirth, and I'm the ward to this random guy. I was not raised well by my mother. Needs to be held is so true. I'm basically an orphan. My father could be dead. Who knows? Lover of fine sausage, hater of bony skeletons, enjoyer of finely crafted, soft-feeling mattress. Needs to be held. Daddy issues. But we don't need to talk about that right now. If there's a card game, I'm game. Ladies hit my line. I got elf knowledge that you wouldn't believe. And if my human features concern you, I do have prosthetic elf ears to help in that area. I also really enjoy tales around the campfire with all my animal friends. And I can type with all my animal friends in the forest wilds, particularly the skunks, as when I pass wind you can't tell if it's me or the skunk. You probably think it's the skunk. But, yeah, it's me. I hope that in this story, I am not any sort of chosen hero. For if we're being completely honest, I would prefer to stay home and with the dog and watch that show I like, Brigands and Babes. Thank you for reading. That's me. Oh, good. Done. Alright, that's my biography. We're locked in. Accept. Difficulty. Story mode. The party gains all the benefits of easy difficulty and they cannot die in combat. Perfect. The party gains a +6 bonus to luck. Enemies have their damage reduced by 50%. Party members cannot permanently die. Hit point rolls are maximized, and spells can be copied into spellbooks without failure. Normal. Enemies deal 25% less damage. Party members cannot permanently die. Hit point rolls are maximized. Spells can be copied without failure. Core rules. Hard, insane, and Legacy of Baal. Legacy of Baal. Well versed in the advanced D&D mechanics. I'm going to just play on normal. I was tempted to go easy because I saw party members cannot permanently die, but then I saw that normal gives you the same thing. So we're going to do that. Instead of, also getting a +6 bonus to luck. So I'm going to go with normal. And I think that is good and normal and right and just. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And we're going to venture forth. You cannot change difficulty if you pick Legacy of Baal. So we're not going to do that. Venture forth, please.
Greetings to you.
Greetings to you. And welcome to Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. I understand that you are eager to get started. A man of your profession would not be comfortable cooped up in a castle such as this. But before you leave, it is my duty to make sure you are prepared for what awaits you in the world of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition uses 2nd edition AD&D rules. It was 2nd. This might seem overwhelming at first, but I will familiarize you with the basic rules and interface of the game. See, this is a good tutorial. I don't have to I don't have to have my D&D rulebook out. We're all good. We'll begin with the pause feature. Pause the game at any time with the spacebar or by left-clicking on the clock at the lower left of the screen. Unpausing occurs the same way. Pausing is most useful during combat when it gives you time to carefully orchestrate your party's next attack. When you unpause, your characters will carry out the orders you have given. If you do not use the spacebar, you may find the game very difficult to play. So this is kind of like Knights of the Old Republic, where we were able to pause in combat and queue up commands to do. So I'm familiar with that. Why you don't experiment with pausing right now? Why don't you experiment? Yeah, sure. Oh, pause. And you know it's paused on account of the black and white. Alright, hang on. So this might be our UI. This is how we're set up. I'm over there. I'm also over here on the left side of the screen. I'm going to have to change my webcam position. And I will. So let's do that now. Alright, I think this works. I'm able to reuse my webcam from Baldur's Gate 3. And I fit in here. I'm over here. That should be good. Nothing's ever perfect when you're trying to impose yourself over a video game, but there we go. I was actually not sure if it would be widescreen or not when we were in that other screen, so I was waiting until we saw the game before I made this choice, so here we go.
You have but to ask.
You have but to ask. That's me, a half-elf.
My next topic is on how to differentiate enemies from people you want to talk to. Enemies have red circles. People you want to talk to have blue circles.
So there's some voice dialogue, some not voice dialogue. Also, if you want to please my ears, definitely do start off your game with a beautiful vocal choir. I'm a big fan of that. I really like this this music that's playing right now. A lot of my favorite tracks in fantasy games have a nice collection of choir voices. Certain option settings can remove these circles during unpaused gameplay so that presence does not distract from the mood of the game. The circles are always present when the game is paused. Interaction with NPCs defaults to talk for neutral and attack for hostile. Talk to neutral characters identified by blue by left-clicking on them. To attack hostile NPCs, simply left-click on them. If you want to attack a neutral NPC, select a weapon first. Let's test this out. Left-click on my servant and you'll start a conversation. Servant Jospil, come here at once.
Hey there, wasn't that easy? What I'm going to do now is turn hostile.
I always forget this voice actor's name, but so prominent in the 90s and 2000s. Just there's so many games I've played that I recognize the voice, and it's always a comfort. I think it's a comfort going back to games that are years old and hearing voice actors that you don't really hear much anymore. Their voices have been immortalized. All right then, let's go. Hit me if you can. I'm gonna hit you as hard as possible. Uninjured. Let's change that. Hey, yo!
Well done. That was a good hit. Belt will talk with you now.
This guy's name is Belt. This guy's name is Belt.
I now want to talk to you about the inventory page.
If I named my character Bald... Hey, Belt, my name is Bald. Bald and Belt. I want to talk to you about the inventory page. You can look at your inventory page by right-clicking on your character portrait or by pressing the backpack icon on the left side of the screen. Surely I can press I as well. Are we in the age of hotkeys, where I can just press I for inventory? To take a quick look, press the return to game button. I can press I. This game is so futuristic. And I can do that as well. My armor class 10, dexterity -4, base, Thaco. That's my armor class, right? So, the something armor class. AC 20. No, my AC's 10. What the fuck is this? What is this? All right, I'm gonna Google Thaco. Thaco. What is it? Oh, it's an acronym standing for 2-hit armor class. It refers to the roll required for a character to score a hit on a hypothetical opponent with an armor class of 0. Interesting. Okay, so it is armor class, actually. So I have to roll a 20 to hit someone with a 0 AC. Is that what that is? Sure. I believe you. The music stops when you click off of the window, sadly. Can that be changed? Character subtitles, yes. Battle cries, yes. Movement sounds, yes. Selection sounds, command sounds. I can adjust volume of things. Background noises that are part of a scene. I don't know how this is going to be, but I love playing an older game that has more than just master volume. If I'm playing an older game that has just master volume, I get so frustrated. Can you believe that there's a game that came out last year that only had master volume as a setting, and it was a AAA release, and I just couldn't believe it. Because the audio balancing was not good either. Gameplay. I can adjust the font size. Anyone who played this game back when it first came out probably legally needs to have this now. Don't get upset, because I would put it up here as well. Sprite outlines. Grayscale on pause. Highlight selected sprite. Dither always. Allow scrolling out of bounds. We'll see how we go. Shouldn't really need to do any of this right now. Gameplay. Story mode. Enable cloud saves. Area map background. Don't really need a multiplayer chat box, do I? Mouse scroll speed. We're doing pretty good. Tooltip delay. Group infravision. Show infravision when any selected character has it. Otherwise, infravision will only be shown when one character is selected. I'll do group infravision. Why not? Let's all benefit together. Let's all share eyes. Rest until healed. Max HP on a level up. Gain maximum additional hit points on level up. Prevent your characters from taking more damage on difficulty settings higher than core rules. Don't melee after depleting one ammo stack. I'll just leave that stuff alone for now. I'm just in the tutorial. What I was hoping to find was the volume being able to not go away when I am in the game, outside of the window, but that's alright. So return to game. World map. Journal. Inventory. Oh, and you can see the hotkeys in here. Naturally. J for journal, M for map, G for game. R for record. That's me, baby. W
Equip
for...
items by placing them in the appropriate slots around your character on the inventory page.
Yep. Once equipped, select the weapon by left-clicking on the quick weapon slot at the bottom of the main gameplay screen. I'm going to give you a weapon now. I want you to try equip it. Inventory. 41 pounds, and I got a bag of 151 pounds. Here is my longsword. We do have lore if we click on it. These swords are usually referred to as double-edged swords, war swords, or military swords. In many cases, the longsword has a single-edged blade. There is no single version of the longsword. The design and length vary from culture to culture, and may vary within the same culture depending on the era. Among the most common characteristics of all longswords is their length, which ranges from 35 inches to 47 inches. In the latter case, the blade is known to take up 40 inches of the total length. Most longswords have a double-edged blade and a sharp point at the tip. Despite the tip, the longsword is designed for slashing, not thrusting. And here's your stats. It's a one-handed sword, requires 6 strength, and not usable by these classes. Thank you. Party has gained an item, longsword.
Good job. It's time for us to go upstairs now. If you move your cursor over to the stairs, you'll notice that your cursor becomes a stair cursor.
Got you. When your cursor changes, you're about to perform an action other than moving. Left click on the stairs, we'll walk over to the stairs, go up to the next level. Very nice. So this is the graphical style that we are dealing with. And that is fine. That is honestly fine. Mouse scroll speed. I am going to put that up immediately, I think. Why not? Stair icon. Up we go. The only other game that I've played similar to this in terms of presentation...
Next part of your lesson, the journal. I want you to check your journal.
The only other game that I've played with a kind of a similar presentation to this in terms of this perspective is Fallout 1 and 2. Iconic games that I'm so happy I got to play on the channel. So we're kind of revisiting this era, you know, of the late 90s computer RPG. Which is great, because I want to play this, I want to play Baldur's Gate 2, obviously replay Baldur's Gate 3, but there's a lot of games around this era that I'm really excited to get into. Like, I've wanted to play Planescape Torment for years. The only reason I haven't started that now is because obviously I do want to go through the Baldur's Gate adventure, but that's also on the list as well. The journal. To assist in recording information, many details will automatically be entered in the journal. I'm actually so glad that the game does come with a journal, because just in case, you never know with old games if it's going to track anything or if I have to do it myself. I did have my notepad ready to go in case I needed to write anything down. I might still use that depending on how information is recorded, if I need to give myself any reminders. Whenever I play an old game, I have a journal, a notepad of my own ready to go. Main story entries will remain in your journal forever. They are a reminder of all the major events in your character's life so far. Quest entries are entered in the journal when a quest begins and removed when it ends. The entry then appears in done quests. If you check your journal, you will notice an entry has been placed to remind you to finish combat training. Journal. A reminder from Belt. Chapter 1. Day 0, Hour 7. 2 Myrtle 1368. And in my journal...
All right then. Now your first combat lesson. My combat teacher, Brevin, is going to be coming right up the stairs. I want you to hit him and then check your journal.
Hit him and then check your journal. Yeah, sure. Dude. Hey. Hey, Brevin, fuck off. I'm reading my journal. Fuck you, Brevin.
I want you to check your journal and see how it has been updated.
Dude is smacking me in the back of the head with his sword while I'm looking at my journal. That's so funny. The journal is used to keep track of plots that go on during the course of the game. The journal entries are divided into the following categories. How do I scroll the tooltip that just came up? Because there was more and I couldn't see.
How may I be of
you to
assistance?
check.
Alright, left click the map. World map. Annotate. I can annotate the map screen by right clicking where I want to make a note. Dude, I'll give you a few seconds to try all of this out. Give me more than a few seconds. No, this is peak. Ulgoth's Beard, destination unreachable. Friendly Arm Inn. The Candlekeep.
Another page you might be interested in is the character sheet.
This can be accessed by left-clicking on the head icon, left side of the screen. Record sheet is everything you need to know about your character. You will also find an export button. It will export your character for use in a new game. This is not a save game, but rather a way of transferring a favorite character from game to game. The information screen shows your character's history and combat. Should I just export that right now? This will save your character to the characters folder in your Baldur's Gate directory. I guess this is like just the default like things. All right. I'm gonna save this because I actually don't know if the tutorial character is gonna be just the same as the main game character. I would assume so. But if I export it, then that's gonna save me some time. Naturally. So that's just in there. All good. Cool. All right, stop talking to me for a sec. I want to look at stuff. I can do this, and I can... Okay, I can't right-click on the world map.
The
Nashkel.
last icon that you need to know about is the options icon. You can also find it on the left side of the screen. On the options screen, you will be able to save and load games, as well as modify graphics, sound, and gameplay.
Other characters can join you on your adventures. In fact, without companions, you will find Baldur's Gate almost impossible to finish. I will now introduce you to Zan, an elven mage. He will join your party and then show you how to memorize and cast spells. I'm not a spellcaster. Okay, couple of things. Oh yeah. Obviously, I can just pause the game and then do this, can't I? So then I don't have to have him interrupt me. Can I just say that fuck this right off, and I'm talking about what I can put in here. I can add my own notes to the journal. Oh! This is the type of stuff that makes me love video games, and then I go, I can't believe that this stuff is so normal in games in the late 90s, early 2000s, right? And then it just disappeared. It just disappeared. Like the concept of leaving notes on the map, the concept of being able to write your own notes in the journal. I think a big factor of this disappearing is console gaming, in the sense that you don't have your little keyboard to be able to do this stuff, and games get more and more optimized for keyboards. For controllers. I kind of wish that games kept kept PC in mind, in the sense of, we'll simplify it for console, but then add this for PC. There's a specific feature in Fallout 1, and it didn't carry over to Fallout 2 even, which made me a little sad. But in Fallout 1, one of my favorite features is when you are in dialogue with a character, you can actually type. There is a asking section where it then allows you to type, and it looks for keywords to then give you information. So you can type whatever the fuck you want, and if it doesn't recognize it, it gives you a funny little, I don't know what you're talking about, but you can type whatever you want. And you can type in, and if it matches a keyword, like if they've set a character name or a location and you include that in your sentence, they will then talk to you about it. And I love that so much, because obviously the system can be as deep as you want it to be in terms of role-playing, because you can just simply type the keyword of, tell me about Bogtown, and they'll tell you about Bogtown. Or you could type it and say, you know, where's Bogtown? What is Bogtown? Who are Bogtown? And it's just such a cool thing in terms of being able to add stuff into this. So I can now make notes in my journal, and then I can even search the thing. Thank God. That's great. Big fan of that.
You have but to ask.
Belt has nothing to say to you, because I'm going to do magic now.
Hello, I am Zan, a mage from Everaska in the north. I'm going to join your party and show you how to cast and memorize spells.
This guy wants to be anywhere else but here. He does not want to be here.
My first lesson for you is on how to cast spells.
Select my cast spell button. Choose a spell, left click on your target. My cast spell button is the spell icon on the bottom of the screen. You need to have me selected for you to have access to my spells. You can also configure quick spells. Right clicking on a quick spell slot summons a list of memorized spells to choose. If no spells are listed, the character either does not have any spells memorized or cannot cast until higher levels. To cast quick spell, left click on the appropriate slot, select your target, cast a spell now.
Life is so hollow.
Yeah, this is Squidward. This is the Squidward of Faerun. I fear. For real. Let's learn about the character anyway. Why not? Look at this. When asked about his past, Zan wistfully speaks of his home in the elven stronghold of Evereska and his role as a Grey Cloak. It was apparently decreed that he was to investigate the events of the iron shortage, determine who or what were the causes, and ascertain whether there was a greater threat to the region as a whole. This was definitely not a small task, and he accepted the responsibility with a great deal of dread. You get the feeling, however, that he approaches everything with a great deal of dread. Immediately! He has devoted his life to improving his mastery of magic and has become a skilled wizard, though his dedication has left him little time to make friends or acquire any other pastimes. He strikes you as very capable, though probably not the best influence on morale. And that's voice acting for you. Immediately, you're like, this guy doesn't want to be here. Hey, let's give him some hobbies. I'll talk to you, man. We'll hang out. Information. He's got an AI script, which is custom. Hey, bro, you like AI? His reputation is average. What does Law 58 mean? What's my law? That's gonna fucking change. That's gonna fucking change. Okay. Life is so hollow. Is this your quick spell? Right here? F7, cast spell. Alright, hold on. So, let me go into your shit.
You haven't cast a spell on Belt yet.
I know. Give me a moment. Priest scroll. Mage book. There we go. I wanted the mage book, which is W. Burning hands, charm person, color spray, identify, protect from evil. I recognize these spells. And you've memorized 3. Luck, Melf's, Acid Arrow, Mirror Image, Dire Charm, and you don't have anything else. This is cool, right? So if I click on this, I can memorize it. So we've memorized... Oops. I've memorized Burning Hands. And then... You've memorized Identify twice. Alright, hold on. Memorize that. Charm person. Color spray. Protection from evil. Look, you've memorized all these books. So now that they're memorized, if I go... Okay, you've got Melf's Acid Arrow only. So how do I put this in the quick slot thing? So I have the book, the spells, you've memorized them, but you're not going to let me do it, are you?
You haven't cast a spell on Belt yet.
It's just going to force me into doing this first. Alright, well... Do an arrow on Belt, and he's got magic resistance. How was that?
Good job. now going to teach you how to memorize spells.
I'm getting too ahead of him. Oh, sorry, hang on. Very good that I can see dialogue history if I accidentally click past something. Any spellcaster must memorize spells using the rest button on the left panel after choosing their spells. Choose the spells you want to memorize, then click on the rest button. Oh, you have to rest, and that's why they were grayed out. I want you to try and memorize some spells right now. I'm getting ahead of him by doing things too much. The voice volume is at max. Okay, it only applies once you press accept. The music volume, unfortunately, is drowning out the voice a little bit. I'll turn it down. Okay. Memorize spells. And then, where's rest? This guy. That's resting, all right. Staring into the fire. I have rested for 8 hours. All right, how do you feel, buddy? We just stood here for 8 hours after memorizing your spells. Do you feel good? And now look, they're all here.
Good job. I'm now going to teach you how to learn spells. I have a flame arrow scroll in my inventory.
Right-click on the scroll, it'll bring you to item history. You will find a button that says Write Magic. Press this, and your mage, me, will now be able to cast Flame Arrow. Once I memorize it, that is. There is a chance of failure when trying to learn a new spell. Failure means that one scroll is used up and the mage does not learn the spell. I will not fail with this one, but in the real world, your intelligence stat will determine whether you succeed or not. And then I guess the difficulty as well, so it won't fail because we're playing on normal, correct? I believe so. Flame Arrow. It enables the caster to hurl fiery bolts at opponents within range. Write Magic. You copy the spell to your spellbook.
Good job.
Good job.
Now I'm going to teach you how to identify items. When you find a magical item, you won't automatically know what it does.
This is actually cool because I'm familiar with Identify from playing a tiny bit of actual D&D, but I also think that it's bizarre that Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't have that. You just kind of pick something up and there you go. I actually like the inclusion of something needing to be identified. On the bottom of the item's history screen, you will find a button labeled Identify. Whoever has the item has an identify spell, the item will be identified. Bards and very intelligent characters can sometimes automatically identify an item when they pick it up. I have an unidentified shield in my inventory. Let's get that shield happening. A medium shield is carried in the same manner as a small shield. Unlike the small shield, its weight prevents the character from using his shield hand for anything other than carrying the medium shield. So it'll just say that it is a medium shield. Equip. And then I guess that's it. And then if I identify it with a spell, it's a medium shield +1. The penalty is offset by the fact this shield is magical, granting an additional 1 protection. Cool.
Now that you know everything about using mage spells, I'm going to introduce you to a cleric. Her name is Bronwyn, and she'll be teaching you how to use cleric abilities.
All right. Hello, Bronwyn. So we're essentially going to learn the abilities of everything because we are going to have a party of different characters. Got to learn somehow. This is the tutorial. Indeed.
Whatever.
Greetings and goodwill. I am Branwyn, and I follow the ways of Tempest, god of war. I'm going to join your party and teach you how to use cleric abilities.
I'm going to join your party, yeah? Incredible. Greetings and goodwill to you too, Branwyn.
You cast cleric spells in the exact same way that you cast mage spells. I'll refresh your memory in case you've forgotten.
I have forgotten. Whatever happened 5 minutes ago, it's gone. Select cast spell, left click on the target. Cast a spell on Belt. Slightly wounded from the other spell, so he should use one of my healing spells. He has magic resistance, he's fine. Alright, healing spell on Belt.
Hello?
Hello? 1 second, please. Time to look at your biography, Priest of Tempest. So, unique portraits for them, naturally. When asked about her past, Branwen reveals that she left her home of Seawolf in the Northern Isles at an early age. She was apparently reviled by her own people for wanting to become a priest, a station reserved exclusively for the men of the village. She harbors no resentment, realizing that her faith must face such tests or be worthless. She traveled the coast, offering her services to local militias, and eventually came into the employ of an adventuring troop in the Nashkel area. Branwen had no idea that the group was participating in banditry, however, and on their first raid, she balked at attacking a caravan of unarmed merchants. She rebelled, and a mage named Tranzig turned her to stone in the ensuing fight. Despite the unfavorable outcome, Branwen feels that Tempest views her actions approvingly. To attack those that are unarmed is the basest of villainy. So how did you get unstoned? Was it temporary? Someone came and freed you from your stone? One of the rarest items in Baldur's Gate 3. It took a while for me to come across a few of those to free people from stone. Okay. We have Cure Light Wounds, Bark Skin, Chant, Draw upon Holy Might, Hold Person... I should just remember to just pause if I want to read something. And Animate Dead. Cool. I like that I'm familiar with a lot of these spells. You don't happen to have, like, Speak with Dead, do you? You know, just in case. Got someone I want to talk to. Wow, that is so long.
Now I'll give you a short overview on how to memorize cleric spells.
That was such a build-up. Any spellcaster must memorize spells. Choose the spells you want to memorize. Memorize spells. Alright, let's have a look. Ooh. Why don't you have any... Hang on. I don't know. Hold on now. Should have read the dialogue. Why is you don't have mage spells? Oh, you've got a pre-scroll. Right. Mage spells, pre-scroll, different thing. You got so much. All right, let me see. Armor of Faith, Bless Command, Light Wounds, Detect Evil. Discovers emanations of evil from any creature. That's so cool. That if, like, there's a character you're talking to and you're like, I don't trust this guy, you can see if they got emanation of evil. Doom, Magical Stone. Priest can create a small magical pebble. Remove fear. The priest instills courage in the spell's recipient. Sanctuary and Shillelagh. Chant, draw upon holy mind, find traps. No alignment. Read the aura of a creature. Red if evil, green if good, white if neutral. Certain magical devices negate the power of no alignment. Ooh, you can slow poison. That's fun. Animate dead. Surely you can speak with dead if you can animate them, right? Cure disease, medium wounds, dispel magic, glyph of warding, holy smite, invisibility purge, miscast magic, protection from fire, remove curse, natural, remove paralysis, rigid thinking. While under the effects of rigid thinking, the victim will randomly wander, attack the nearest person, or stand confused. Strength of 1, unholy blight, zone of sweet air. I'm not seeing any Speak with Dead right now. It might exist. It might not. Anyway, I should probably memorize those spells, shouldn't I? What is this? It is P. P for priest. So I'm going to rest for another 8 hours. You wouldn't happen to have guidance, would you? And that's a free cast every single time I want to use it for the whole game, right? Yeah, no? No! Pain. So you've memorized 3 level 1s, 5 level 2s, and 1 level 3. See, how good's that? Let's rest. Let's stare into the animated image of a fire superimposed on a still image of a fireplace for 8 hours. 8 more hours. Thank you.
Good job. Now,
Good job.
to another ability. A very important skill to the cleric class is the turning of undead creatures.
Paladins also have the ability to turn undead. Activating this icon will cause many undead creatures to flee or even be destroyed. See, this is a person who also has a... what is it? A racial enemy of skeletons, or the undead. When in this mode, the character can move wherever they wish. Any other action, such as attacking or casting a spell, will deactivate the ability. I'm now going to teleport in a skeleton. Ah! My racial enemy. There it is. Try destroying it using my turn undead ability. My character literally starts fucking freaking out. Alright, oh, hang on. Wait. Hold on. Turn undead is this one.
Tempest, give us victory!
Good job on destroying the skeleton. Now I'm going to introduce you to a surprise visitor. It's your childhood friend, Imoen.
Whoa, I have a childhood friend? And their name's Imoen? That's news to me. I must have amnesia from the time I was hit in the back of the head with the fucking sword from that guy you brought in earlier. My childhood friend, Imoen. She and I will be waiting on the next floor. Hurry up on there. That's so unnecessary of you, Belt. The stairs are right here. He took the stairs before and said, I am going to waste a whole ass teleportation. He really needs to beat me up there to get to my childhood friend. Oh, maybe I should
What is it this time? I
see you
shall
later.
attend to it in a trice.
I shall attend to it in a trice. I am a half-elf. I am but a humble half-elf.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
You want to join me as well? You must gather your party before venturing forth is so weirdly nostalgic for me in the opposite way, because I am used to it in Baldur's Gate 3.
Whatever.
That's so good. I have to bring everyone upstairs. Yeah, hey, you guys, come meet my childhood friends. I know that you don't want to be here, Zan, but maybe Branwood would like to meet Imoen.
It shall be as you wish.
Hey, how are things going?
Did you fall out of the early 2000s into my game? Hey, we're gonna go shopping at the mall later. I just wanted to check in with you in Fantasyland. There was something about that line delivery that just totally blew me away. You must be itching to get started on your adventure. I am, actually. This has been fun, but send me out. I'm ready. Put me in, coach. Anyway, I'm supposed to teach you how to use thief skills, but only after I join your party. Imoen, my childhood friend, a thief? How dare you? You've changed.
So anyway, I'll start with the pickpocket ability.
Yep. So anyway, like pickpocketing. To use this ability, you must press the thieving button on the bottom of the screen. This button obviously won't be there if a thief is not selected first. It's an eye mask, which thieves are occasionally known to wear. Once you've selected the button, left-click on the person whose pocket you want to pick. To give this a try, attempt to pickpocket a gem from Belt's pocket. I wonder if Belt is even aware of this right now. This would be so funny. All right. She's just thieving. So I have a mage, thief, childhood friend, Imoen. Give me your history. Let's have a look. Hey! That's so ridiculous. Her biography is hidden from me. My own childhood friend? I have no idea who you are. I'm not allowed to know. That's quite funny, actually. That specifically, Imoen does not have a biography for me. Oh, he spotted me.
You haven't got the gem yet. What's taking you so long? To use this ability, you must press the thieving button on the bottom of the screen.
I did it, and he saw me. Did I press the wrong button? Oh my god, what did I press? Stealth. Hang on. That's the eye mask. The infinity symbol. That's just a face. All good. That's, you know, we'll get there. Hey-ya. Pickpocket succeeded. I have a pearl. Pearl consists of layers of aragonite, agonizingly formed around a bit of grit or other irritant inside oysters and other mollusks. The resulting pearl has a rich, deep luster. Most of the pearls in the realms are white. There are varieties that are much more rare, such as rainbow and black.
Very good. Now I'm going to teach you how to detect and disarm traps.
To detect a trap, press Find Traps. While it's active, any traps will be highlighted in red. When in this mode, the character can move wherever they wish. To disarm a trap, you must press Thieving. You must then left-click on the red highlighted trap. Watch out! If you fail, the trap might be sprung. There is a harmless trap on the west side of this room. I want you to detect and disarm it using my skills. Remember, press Find Traps to begin searching. 4 triangles. That is Find Traps. West side of this room. What is the positioning of where we are? Like, is that north? So this is west. Is it over here? Or is north that way and west is over here? Hey, hold on. I'm trying to figure out my orientation. Branwen is just using turning undead forever.
By Tempest Shield!
Just stop doing that.
I've done had enough of this.
Okay, good, got it. So north that way.
What's taking you so long to disarm the trap? Hurry up.
That's the thing of like when it's isometric, you're like, which direction is which actually? Cool. Got it. North that way. We're in the northwest section of the room. Bang. Then thieving icon. Hold on. Left click on the red. Press the thieving button. And then left click on the trap.
Good job.
Bang.
You should also know that when you're in detect traps mode, you'll also be able to detect secret doors and illusions.
Oh, I like that. The next ability you need to learn is the ability to open locks. Thieving left click. Lock chest on the west side of this floor. And there's another gem. Is it this one? This thingy? Is that it or no? I guess not. I've lockpicked something else instead, which is kind of funny, right?
What's taking you so long?
Okay, hold on. Ah. I lockpicked this thing.
What's taking you so long?
Did I not? I did this. Oh, I have to take the item out of it. I've lockpicked it, then I have to take the item. All good. I was like, when it's like pick lock successful, I was wondering if the item was just... We'll get used to the quirks. So it doesn't automatically open the thing. You've picked the lock, then you open the thing, get the thing.
Good job.
Thanks,
The next
Imoen.
ability I'm going to teach you is one of the most important a thief can do. The ability to be stealthy.
Stealth, baby! You will notice the bottom of the screen stealth button. Will attempt to hide in the shadows. While in this mode, the character can move wherever they wish. Stealth. I've done it.
Alright. Now that we've finished experimenting with stealth, let's go to the last thief ability. The set trap skill.
To set a trap, you must first access special abilities. Left click, special abilities in the bottom right. It's a 4-cornered star. Ah, yeah, I've seen that. When you press special abilities, it will bring them up. Set snares. Try setting a few traps. Belt will start you on the next part of your lesson in a few moments. Nice. There's my bear trap on the floor. Here's my next bear trap on the floor, just in case anyone wants to come and grab me while I'm
Very
sleeping.
well. Now I'm going to introduce party members, Minsk and Jahira.
They're in the tutorial! They're immediately given to me! Oh my god. That's crazy. I was like... oh, they're so late game in Baldur's Gate 3, which is so funny. And I was like, maybe they'll pop up at some point. Maybe they're in the next game. They're given to me in the tutorial! Oh, dude. Jahira, though? You know, I know that Baldur's Gate 3 has a lot of romances. And I know that maybe they just wanted to let Jahira just, you know, enjoy her retirement. But fuck me, bro. I wanted Jahira. And I'm not going to be able to do it in this game either. Because she's got history that I can't be a part of. It's unbelievable. It's so unfair. This is meeting us. Calm down, I'm meeting a celebrity, but when they're in their prime, just be careful. Be respectful. This is so good. It'll be time for my last test after this. Where are they? Walk up the stairs? Oh my god, they were just waiting in the other room.
Hello there. I hope you've understood your lessons so far. They'll be of utmost importance when you get into the real world.
Yeah, that's you. That's your sweet, sweet voice that I love to hear. Amazing. I cannot wait to hear what non-Matthew Mercer Minsk sounds like. I think this is gonna be a strange one, as I've got to remove this from my brain. I think Jahira has, I actually don't know. I think Jahira's voice actor may be the same, might be different. It sounds similar enough where it doesn't rub me the wrong way, but I know that Matthew Mercer's voice is Matthew Mercer's voice in that way. You know, he's able to change his voice, of course, but you can also recognize that feeling of it. So I can't wait for this. Not graying, of course, you know. We're so much earlier. She's not a gilf right now. Does she have any of her found family? Probably not. That's much later. This is so cool. Minsk and I are going to join your party and tell you about your remaining skills. It's like when you're like in a room and you're with a talk show host and then they go, we're bringing out a special guest, and they roll out Minsk and Jahira from backstage. They were waiting there the whole time. And I'm like,
Minsk and Boo. You forgot Boo.
Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. It's acceptable. You forgot Boo. Go for the eyes, Boo. Yes, Minsk, I forgot Boo. Okay then, Minsk, Boo, and I are going to join your party and tell you about your remaining skills. Boo has many pointers on how to adventure. He is a very wise hamster. Oh, I should have been a Beastmaster immediately.
You'll notice that there is a special abilities button on the bottom right of your screen. If you press this, the selected character's special skills will come up.
Yes, that's what I was, yeah, I know. Different classes have different skills. Druids have the ability to shape change, rangers have the ability to charm animals, and paladins have the ability to lay on hands and cure disease. The bard also has an extra ability, but you do not have to press special abilities to use it. When you have your bard character, a harp icon will appear in the middle. Pressing the button activates the bard song. Bards can inspire their comrades in combat by use of the bard song. They're able to move when singing, but any other action will end the song. Why don't you take a few moments to experiment with our abilities? Yes, please. First and foremost, however, Jahira. Oh, baby, when you talk like that. We got Jahira. Give me your information, please. Wow. Ah! What are you... No, what are you doing? Why? What's happening here? You know what? I'm curious. I wonder if the empty biographies are going to be our actual party members for the game, and then these are characters that are more established that are not going to be part of my party, simply based on the fact that there's no biography. I'm not allowed to know about these characters yet, dude. Which is like a little bit of a bummer. But it's probably intentional, and that's okay. And I will get used to the airbrushed faces. I won't get used to the airbrushed faces, but that's okay. All right, let's experiment with abilities. You don't have anything. You've got something. Boo!
Butt kicking for goodness!
You've done a fine job so far, but there is still more to come. You'll notice that when you have a group of characters selected, there is a list of party formation buttons on the bottom of the screen.
Just select one formation, and whenever you walk your party around, they'll walk in that formation. Give me a sec. I'm trying to experiment. And more formations by right-clicking on one of the formation buttons. I'm going to give you a little time to experiment, then we'll go to the final test.
How may I be of assistance?
And then these are the formations. So quick formation over here in terms of how we want to structure them. Cool.
Butt kicking for goodness! Butt kicking for goodness!
All right then. Enough lessons. Time for the test.
Butt kicking for goodness! Can you just let me get my character dialogue first without having to pause the game? No! Alright, well, sure.
I'm going to allow you entry to the basement now. This is where your final test is to take place.
Oh my god. I'm going down into the basement to deal with your rat problem, aren't I? This is so historically cliche. Located in the basement. Oh, you know what? Fuck. There still could be rats down there, but I'll take it. Located in the basement is a valuable star sapphire. You would retrieve this item from the treasury. The treasury is locked and warded against thieving skills, so you'll first have to find a key. To succeed, you're going to have to use all of your skills. When you go down to the stairs, the game will auto-save. This happens whenever you move from one major area to the next. You can therefore restart your game. Alright, the door to the basement is open. If you die while you're in the basement, you can reload. The party has lost all of our items. So, journal updated. Look, it's... I guess if I just have to open the journal and then I can read the tutorial stuff. All good? So I want to hear their dialogue.
For the group.
For the group. Okay.
Butt kicking for goodness!
Does he only say that?
I've done had enough of this.
I've done had enough of
What is
this.
your command? 'Tis a fine day to die.
We're all doomed. What is the point?
Hello?
Life is so hollow.
So when we click on these guys,
By Tempest Shield!
they say dialogue. When you click on these, they don't. Only when you move. Again, so these characters are definitely different.
Butt kicking for goodness!
For the group.
This way.
Do you guys only say those two things? Immerwin says more.
What is your command? 'Tis a fine day to die.
Oh, it's not. I just started.
What is the point?
What is it this time?
What is it this time?
It shall be as you wish.
It shall be done.
We're all doomed if you want.
Butt kicking for goodness!
He only says that. That's so funny to me.
Yes?
Alright, hold on.
How may I be of
Me?
assistance?
Can I talk to people?
What is it this time? You have but to ask.
Jaheira has nothing to say to you. So what do we do with... I don't think I can do anything with the boo button right now. We got Berserk and Charm Animal.
Spare not. I will inspire you by charging blindly on.
I will inspire you by charging blindly on. When the Berserk state ends, the character will take 15 points of damage. Alright. I shouldn't be just randomly using Berserk right now. I'm going to search up Minsk voice actor for Baldur's Gate 1 as well, because I just want to know. It is! Oh my god, in my heart of hearts, I was like, wow, this sounds like a variety of voices that I've heard applied to Jim Cummings. Wow. That's kind of nutty. Yeah. That tracks. That does sound like Jim Cummings. Jaheira's voice actor... so, in the first Baldur's Gate games, it was voiced by Heidi Shannon, and Tracy Wiles voices Jaheira in Baldur's Gate 3. Cool. Very good. So it hasn't Not right now. It auto-saved here. So we haven't auto-saved in the basement yet. So we're going to go to the basement, and then it's going to auto-save. And then in we go.
Yes.
Cannot use these stairs at this point in the tutorial. Where's the basement, Chief? Is it... Where's the basement? You've unlocked the basement. I would assume that the stairs would be... I would assume that the basement would be down the stairs, but perhaps that's just, you know, a shitty assumption on my part. Help me get to the basement. Belt? I got piano instead. Let's just walk around a bit. You know, I'll take some time.
How may I be of assistance? I shall attend to it in a trice.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
What is it this time? It shall be as you wish.
Oh. Jesus. Is this a basement? Is it under here? There we go.
There could be traps down here. You should use my skills to find out if there are any. Remember that it takes a moment for the traps to become visible to me.
Gotcha, Imowen. Alright, so the basement was there. It wasn't super clear to me. Apologies. Alright. What the fuck are these? Pause.
You have but to ask.
Alright, hold on. Ah, we have kobolds, not rats. I got scared that the game was going to crash. Then the ambient music stopped. Okay, so I can now, while we're paused, pick options and we can do stuff, but we also need to be wary of traps. So I can queue up, you go attack that thing.
Life is so hollow.
You could cast a spell right now. You could go Melf's Acid Arrow on this guy.
Hello?
And then you can see the queued up action. There's a little icon on there. So that's all good. And Branwen. I guess if we pause long enough, it just goes, ooh. You can put detect traps on.
I've done had enough of this.
And you just chill. Jaheira, help me attack this thing. And Minsk. Go for the eyes, boo. You can do guard. Minsk also has stealth. Berserk is now gone because I pressed the damn button. Attack that thing as well. Alright.
Tempest, give us victory!
Alright, that thing is dead. Everyone's taken piercing damage.
How may I be of assistance?
Alright,
what is it this time?
If I just select everyone and then we just attack, everyone collectively just attack this thing.
Let's give them a...
Oh, I'm almost dead. Alright, hold on. So now...
By Tempest shield!
So much pausing that's going to happen. Cure light wounds on me, please. Alright, these sound effects are loud, so that's going down. That sound effects is going down. All good?
Yes?
I survived. These characters are so much stronger than me. With my 14 health. Alright. Imowen, let's detect some traps while we're hanging out in the basement. So we need a gym.
I am gone.
I am gone. It's locked. Lockpick. The mechanism that operates this does not have a conventional lock and may be warded against simple spells. So that might be where we need to find the key first. It seems that there's no traps in this room. Can we loot? We can loot the kobolds. Get a couple of short swords, you know.
I've done had enough of this.
How may I be of... You have but to ask.
You have but to ask. Just some
this
short
you
swords.
Have but to ask?
I've done had enough of this.
This is our first time that we've got just like a little bit of actual freedom, which is pretty cool. Get that thing. Get that thing.
Give us victory!
It's kind of cool because it's as turn-based as you want it to be, in the sense that you can pause, queue up the actions, and do the stuff. But it's combat as a result ends up being so much faster because you don't have to just select things, do the turn. Just get them. Yeah, beat on that guy. Let's go. Okay, cool. Give me that gold. Everyone's just collectively beat on them with your sticks. We don't need to use magic right now. We're all good. So I think when we walk together, Imogen is no longer finding traps. She has to, like, be actively doing that. I am gone. Lockpick succeeded. Ooh, a longsword, and if it's blue...
A fine sword. A fine shiny sword. Use it well, for it is surely enchanted. Boo's got an eye for such things.
My favorite part of Jim Cummings being Minsk is just this element of he just sounds like Hondo, which is so funny. It's just, it really is hilarious. Okay. So now what I would do... Oh yeah, because you're picking up this. Can I give that to you? And then you... Identify this, please. Spell. It's a longsword +1. The blade hums slightly in your hand. The only overt evidence that magic runs through it. Apparently, if we're in the menus for too long, the ambient sound just disappears, which is a little bit annoying. Give me that.
How may I be of assistance?
So now I can have that, but I can also have 2 because I can dual wield. Am I right? But how do I do 2? Why does that do that? That kind of annoys me.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Fighting styles, 2 weapon styles. I can change my sounds. Wow, I can change this stuff. I can even change this, like, while we're in the game. That's kind of cool. Can I add to my I can add to my biography. That's funny. I can add to my story as we go. I can also change my scripting on how we go in regards to this kind of stuff, which is pretty cool, and customize some shit. I'll figure out the sword thing later. All right, you. Traps, please.
This way.
We need to find a key. So far, we're not really finding any on the traps, so I think we're okay. Ah! Help! Help me! Get this thing. Oh, I found a trap.
What is it this time?
All right, hold on.
I am gone.
I walked right through the trap, so...
Yes?
I guess the game was being pretty chill in that sense of not punishing me. Get that thing. Beat him with your sticks. Beat him with your sticks. And get him with your sword. There you go. Hell yeah. And give me that blue stone necklace. Which is not what we need. But yeah, this seems like this is the game that we are playing. This is confirmed. Baldur's Gate.
I've done had enough of this.
So, you know, some familiarity, some things that are quite different. And then,
how may I be of assistance?
In regards to, can I hold? Oh, yes. Okay, good, good, good. That's going to save. That's going to save, obviously, just all of the time in the world. You can press tab to highlight the things I can interact with, which is reveal details. I don't even have to hold tab. I can just press that, which is very good. So now I can look for the key in these items. And it's locked.
I am gone.
I am gone. Can you unlock that, please? That barrel? In the barrel is a magical wand. Who wants it?
This is a wand. You should give it to Zan and have him use an identify spell to figure out what kind of wand it is. Wands can be placed in your quick item slot.
Wand, yeah? Alright, you take that. You take that. Oh my, I can't because I think I've used my identify spell. I've used it. Oh, wait. It just says Wander the Heavens. Is it already been identified? Has it just been automatically identified because of the character's base intelligence, right? Sometimes they can just automatically identify it. That was yellow when I selected me. Is that because I can wield it? My current common class says 6, new plus 4. It's like if I click on this thing, I'm just going to equip that. Cool. We'll see what happens. I have a shield. Medium shield plus 1, minus 2. Minus 2. So my AC has now gone down to 4. So get that out of here. I see what's going on now in regards to that. That's all good. I understand. Have a good day. This looks like it's already just been automatically identified. I don't actually need to. So Wander the Heavens. This wand will cause a pillar of flame to shoot out of the sky and strike the chosen target. 86 damage to the target, unless the target makes a save versus the wand, in case he will take half. The wand only has a certain amount of charges and will be destroyed when they are used. Okay. So it's a limited time only type deal. So that's what wand it is. Let's check this over here.
Evil round every corner.
Evil round every corner. Evil round every corner. I will have my potion of extra healing. 27 hit points. Okay, if I pick it up... Yes.
This is a potion of extra healing.
Thank you. Now we'll go to this one. Ooh, a Wraith Spider! A Wraith Spider! Ah!
What is it this time?
Get this thing!
Let's give them a right!
Yes?
Let's give them a right, yes! Get that thing! Wraith Spider, death.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Get that fucking thing. Cool.
I've done had enough of this.
Back to the table, please, where we have a monster summoning scroll.
A scroll of monster summoning. You should have me learn the spell.
Sure, buddy. So if it's yellow, I think it's because they can make use of it, I believe. With the casting of this spell, the wizard summons a random selection of 3 HD monsters. There is a 60% chance of receiving 1, 40% chance of receiving 2. The monsters appear within spell range and attack the spellcaster's opponents until the spell duration expires or until they are slain. For 2 rounds. Plus 1 round for each level. Bang. So, Scroll of Identify would go to our book as well, right?
Our quest is vain.
Monster summoning. So we would have to memorize the spell and then... Oh god, don't do that. Shit. Don't do that. No. Didn't mean to do that. That's alright. Didn't mean to take that off. All good. Whatever.
I am gone.
Let's go. I am gone. Let's go into the spider room. We got another barrel. It has my key. Treasury key. I can now open that door. Move this bag.
How may I be of assistance? I shall attend to it in a trice.
In a trice.
This way.
Ah, leather armor.
This is an unidentified suit of armor. You should give it to Zan so that he can identify it.
Yeah. Leather armor, despite the popular misconception, is not soft and supple like the leather used to make rangers' boots or a druid robe. That kind of leather offers no better protection than common clothing. Identify. I have to use the scroll now because we're out of juice. Leather armor +1. So armor class 7, 9 versus piercing and missile requires 4 strength. So yeah, I suppose if it's yellow, it means these characters can benefit from it. Give me that. So my armor class will now go to 3. So, leather armor +1. AC is now 7. Dexterity goes to -4, and then I get armor class modifiers +2 against missile and piercing. But it's still shit. So really, I'm still just better off not having anything. We'll figure this out. Okay. Imowen, if you could please. If I just have the key in my inventory, does it just work?
I've done had enough of this.
It does. And I now have the Star Sapphire. We did it.
This time?
We did it, gang.
It shall be as you wish.
Let's get out of here.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I did.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
What a narrator for "you must gather your party before venturing forth."
Good job. Your training is now complete.
You are now ready to start your adventure and will be returned to the main menu. Good luck with Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. I did it! I did the tutorial. I created a character. And off we go. Incredible. So now if I am to press the game Baldur's Gate, he who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster. That's classic BioWare right there. The intro is over in 0.5 seconds. I didn't have time to read.
No, you can't. I will be the last. And you will go first. Please!
That's the title card transition. So good. Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. And we're on the main menu. All right, so I know that character. We've been given a we've been given a cool silhouette of a spiky guy. I think we know exactly who that is based on the silhouette alone in regards to our mystery villain who throws the guy off the roof. I think it's a different voice in Baldur's Gate 3 again, but this is a voice that I recognize as well. Clearly, this is Captain Gantu from Lilo and Stitch in disguise wearing medieval armor. It will all be revealed later. So, that's cool as fuck. Single player. Pregnate character. Alright. If I load my game, that's going to take me into the tutorial naturally. So, I would have to press new game. This is why I am glad that I pressed the export button. And obviously we have an autosave, so you can go into the tutorial and do the exact thing. So that's good. I can just straight up import my guy. Oh, there's pre-built... these are actually specifically pre-set up characters as well. Abdel, Harlan, Adelia, Meryl, Jagan Battleforge. That's the full name too. We get this guy got a last name. Phaenaris, Tirana, Jade, Canderous. Oh, Canderous. Hello? Canderous Ordo. I'm sorry, I now associate this portrait with Zan. And we have Grok. Grok! Shaman. Is this true? Grok, is this true? And me, my Chaotic Good Ranger. Choose your fighter. What a cool little list. So you've got your fighter, thief, mage, paladin, cleric, ranger, barbarian, bard, fighter mage, and a shaman, and me. So I get to import my character. I can choose my racial enemy again. And I guess if I wanted to, I can change my appearance. How did I go with my hair color? You know what? I live in Fantasyland, so I'm gonna give my character an actual hair color. How about that? Instead of trying to match the my skin tone. Awesome. Male 5.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Did I like that? Yes. I actually didn't even check these, by the way, because I just went male 5, real good. AON, I'm not actually sure what that is. Maybe an expansion thing?
Ha! Death comes for you!
Have at you! Batter them into bloody rubbish! Ah!
I like that it's like Alvius, Bealoth, Trent, and Dan, and Andrew. My name is Bealoth. I hail from the mountains of Winterdale, and I was born by blood. And my name's Trent. I work in accounting at the village over there.
Take them down!
Trent's got some pipes on him, though.
I will lead to the best of my ability.
I always love that your first impression of a voice should probably be words and not "Ah!" I'm like, I
Please, I need to rest.
Ah! Yeah, that's the voice done.
Do I get a hat? A leader hat?
Ah! Batter them into bloody rubbish!
Anyway, male 5. All good. Here I am. Biography. My biography. My biography. Chat, my biography. All right. My biography. I put so much time and effort and pure genius into this biography. Can I copy paste? Can I copy? Let me. Can I copy paste? Hold on. I can highlight. But I don't know if highlighting includes the ability to copy paste. I'm going to press Control C. I'm going to hope that this works. Actually, if I just press Control V, oh yes. Yes. All right, hold on. It does copy. It does copy. And now we're going to go to main menu. I'm going to play single player. I'm going to do a new game. I'm going to import my character file of me. Settle on an appearance again. Settle on a voice again. My name is there. My biography can indeed be copy-pasted. It can indeed be copy-pasted. It must be included. That's part of my history. There we go. Copy-paste the biography and say, hell yeah, accept. On normal. Venture forth. Yes, we're going to at least just see the intro segment. We've done character creation in the tutorial for episode 1. And we're going to venture forth into a new game just to see how we get started.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
An unexpected journey. Nice. All right, that's our intro. Done. Whoa, find Gorion, my foster father. Let me see. Find Gorion. My foster father has informed we must immediately leave Candlekeep and set out on a journey. He has given me some gold, and I must purchase supplies for the road, including weapons and armor. We are now in the prologue. We have our journal set up. This is my character. I have none of my stuff because I don't exist from the tutorial anymore. I have a tutor over in this direction. Oh, and that's quick save. Yep, that's there, which you can press Q to do that. Very good. A simple start. My foster father is quite peculiar, and it's time for us to potentially leave. That's a cool way to get a very basic, bare bones sort of introduction to the world. We have created a character, we have explored the tutorial, and we are going to just... I want a bit more. So we are going to walk around a bit just to get a feel for the introduction of this game, because I don't understand my place in the world as of yet. So we're at least going to check out, maybe not all of the prologue, I don't know how long it goes for, but we're going to walk around a bit more. We'll talk to the tutor and see about getting some supplies before we head out.
It shall be as you wish.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Hello, child. I love that I'm like, my foster father, and I'm like, father! Big fan of the voice, so silly. I don't need to know any of this anymore, so we're all good. Nothing now, I'll just be moving on, tutor. Very well, return to me if you wish to continue your lessons. So I'm referred to as child, but it might be because I'm younger than the tutor naturally. I don't know. I thought I got rid of these. Let me get rid of these boxes. Got rid of some of them. How old am I? I don't know my age. I'm 1 year old. And I have a beard in a picture only. We can zoom in like crazy, actually, which is so funny. We will not be doing that. But yeah, I don't know how old I am, but I do.
How may I be of assistance?
I do not sound like a child.
You have but to ask.
Flydia.
Hello there.
Have you seen my copy of the history of Hull Rua anywhere? You know how I can't stand the constant shuffling of arthritic feet up in the library, so I thought I'd get a bit of fresh air just east of here, and oh, I hate being so absent-minded. Please, if you find it, I really do need it back. To the east, a book. Flydia's book. Dear absent-minded Flydia has lost another of her books. Last time she was at Candlekeep, she lost an entire 4-volume set in the hay we keep for the cows. The hay we keep for the cows, eh?
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
I know all I need to know about feet, thanks. This is great. So, white aura is neutral, but I guess there's no white circle. Green, friendly, blue, neutral, I think, yeah. Red, enemy. Yellow and purple, however. Yellow circle is a character out of control. Fear or morale failure. They'll avoid battle at all costs. The circle also appears when some characters become enraged, like berserkers. And purple, if they are inaccessible, usually for the purposes of a cutscene, when you are unable to use your full party. Thanks for teaching me about feet. It is not the feet, but the aura surrounding them that is important. All good. Cow. Speak to cow. Speak with animals, please. I can charm an animal once per day. Which cow would like to be charmed by me? Do I actually have that? Or I don't. Woo. There's our map, though. Here's Candlekeep, the Temple of Ogmar, the priest quarters, the storehouse, the clinic, the bunkhouse, the barracks, and the Candlekeep Inn, of which we hailed from. So I can leave a note here of varying color, and I'll say this, and if I click that, I had my first kiss here, right on the thing on Candlekeep. You know, princess in this castle. We had a good time. And then I delete that. Delete that! Nobody must know. Where's my shit, dog? I have move silently and hide in shadows. Abilities? I might be getting ahead of myself in regards to being able to charm an animal. Potentially. Another tutor. There's so many of these.
Hello, child.
Gorian asked me to teach you about your inventory. I'm all good, bro. What about leveling up, though? Plus symbol in the corner of my character's portrait. All good. Leveling up may yield additional proficiency points. I know everything. Everything. I know it. We have the goddamn Age of Empires field of vision. So the characters just straight up disappear. I kind of wish that I just had maximum vision of my entire world. I understand why we're doing what we're doing, but that's all right. The priest's quarters.
Hello, child.
Fatigue, morale, the effects of intoxication, disease, and poison. Well, this stuff wasn't covered in the tutorial, so sure. Characters with low constitution grow tired after going too long without rest, and they accumulate a luck penalty which negatively impacts rolls and throws. Yeah, short rests and long rests. We're going to have to do them and do them often. That's something that I should probably just do. Just take short rests and long rests whenever the fuck I want. You can eliminate fatigue by resting, either at an inn or in the wilderness. Take care resting in the wild. You never know what manner of beast might disturb you. Morale. As the battle drags on, characters might lose composure and flee. If your party includes a bard, their song can prevent moral failure. Characters imbibing libations may become intoxicated. This has two effects. Firstly, as many warriors can attest, it increases morale, making it easier to keep fighting without losing composure. However, as you become more and more drunk, you accumulate increasing luck penalties, negatively affecting everything you do. Certain monsters may inflict terrible withering diseases upon their victims. These diseases have various effects, but all can be removed by a cure disease spell or frequently a full night's sleep. Some attacks may poison you, costing you health every second until the poison runs its course or kills you. The poisoned have two options. First, an antidote, or have a slow poison spell cast upon them. A poisoned person can simply wait it out and hope for the best. Healing spells can keep one alive long enough to survive most poisons, but some act too quickly for healing to counteract. To the priest's quarters.
Hello?
Shank. Hello? Oh, goody goody, I've gone and found you first. You are the ward of Gorion, no doubt. Who is Shank? I do not recognize you. Who are you and what are you doing here? Who I am is unimportant, but who you are is very much so. I apologize for this. No, I've walked into a priest's quarters, and who have I found? Not a priest, but a murderer. I apologize for this dirty bit of business, but I must seek your death. A pity, I know, but it would seem your head is worth an exceptional amount to me. I kill you myself, and I need not share credit with anyone. Help! 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 Let me out! Ah! Oh, I just killed him. Oh, that's all good. I immediately was like, oh, his body's gone. That is so funny. Oh no, when did we autosave? Right here. Classic. That's so funny. My quick save has saved me. I need to save before I enter a building. Because I've missed my opportunity to loot that man's corpse. That is so funny.
Hello there.
Oh good, I'll get that book for you. Alright, let me pick that up. Okay, I may enter priest's quarters within 5 seconds of actual gameplay and then get targeted and killed. That dude was really weak. I thought I was in big danger. I have no weapons and I'm just a small man with 14 health. Turns out, don't panic. I also can't leave the area in combat. I just immediately tried to leave, which is so funny.
Hello?
Hello? Hello, Shank? Leave me be. I have pressing matters that I must attend to. Far be it from me to keep you from your pressing matters, but I must insist on a moment of your time. The last moment, actually. I apologize for not fully explaining my motives, but I'm on a rather tight schedule, and exposition is simply not my forte. Get him! Get him! Get him! How was I killing him faster when I was trying to run away? Get him! Finish him. He's near death. Unconscious. Oh, he's just unconscious. Finish him. He's gonna come for me later. He's taking non-lethal damage. How do we make it lethal? This is so funny. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me have a look. He's just taken a bunch of non-lethal damage and he's remaining unconscious. And we get to hear this really cool battle music right now as we're in a very serious fight with a lot of stakes and a lot of stuff on the line. Can I simply... I'm curious about the fact that we're doing non-lethal damage. I assume it's because we're using fists, you know? Like, a fist is just inherently non-lethal and it just knocks them out. Oh my god, that's so funny. I can't unlock that. He just keeps getting up again. I'll take that. I'm gonna look over here. I was hoping to, like, loot his body. Ah, perfect. A warhammer. These two... I think so, yeah. Okay. So, can I... How good am I at wielding this? Can I wield this? Am I capable? It's not my normal type of weapon, so I'll have a penalty, right? Strength +1. I think I am able to wield it. It requires 9 strength, so we're okay. I just am not proficient in it. So you've tried to kill me. I'm now going to crush your head with a warhammer. Kill this man. Hey, he got up! Why is he doing better now? Kill him! Get him. Please. Rigorous pixelated combat. I think my proficiency is, yeah! Gotcha! Get crushed. Give me that. I need a blade that I can actually use. Screw you, mate. And I've gained 20 experience. Fuck that guy. Our first thing that we get is a dagger. A pointed, usually double-edged blade as opposed to a knife. Now, it's not a long sword, but it'll do. So... Can I just look at them without having to... It's alright. So, 3 to 6, or 2 to 5. Can we, if something is locked, can we attack it? I failed to force the lock. You can attack things to force locks. I don't know if I can just like keep trying or not. Yeah, I'm like, yes. If I just press F2, we just keep. Try forever and ever and ever and ever. Alright, it might not, yeah, it just might simply not be in my best interests. I might not be able to do it. That's okay. I gave it an honest shot. I was like, maybe I'll be able to force the lock. I tried. Shoved my dagger in there, didn't work. Oh, hey. Hello.
Apocalypse, you cut yourself above the brow there. What is wrong, child? Something in your eyes tells me that something is very wrong indeed. Oh, Potter, there was a man in there. He smelled like the stables, and he tried to kill me. It was horrible. Hurry then, child. Equip yourself at the inn and go join Gorion at the steps of the library. I had a sense something like this might happen.
It shall be as you wish. It shall be as you wish.
It shall be as you wish. So Potter is no longer in here, but he said, get out of here, man. Oh, I have to click the leave.
You have but to ask.
Specifically. There we go.
What do you need?
Philia left one of her books in here again. It's in the hay, there beside the cow. If you could run it over to her and then come back, I've got some plans for you.
No worries, Dreppen. Let me go get that book in the hay. History of Halrua. Oh my god, I can read the books. I can read the books. Reading.
Halrua was settled centuries ago by wizards fleeing the Farim in what was to become the Anorok Desert. The first wizards came in unique flying ships invented by the Netherese, and found a beautiful and rich country settled only by shepherds and large herds of aurochs and wild growth. It was here that the wizards decided to make a stand, should the Farim follow. The Farim never did, but Halrua has had to defend itself from attacks by all of its neighbors since then. Over the centuries, Dambrath has attacked and raided Halrua's ports and borders multiple times. Once, led by a magic-resistant barbarian, the Dambrai occupied all of the country south of Lake Halrua. They were defeated in battle by the great Archmage Mycontil, who slew their barbarian leader. 40,000 Dambrai attacked, and were stopped by 500 Halruans. More than 200 Halruan wizards, including Mycontil, died in battle. The last attack upon Halrua was less than 100 years ago through the Telleth Pass by the power-hungry king of Lapolia. Lapolia? He had allied with bandits from the wastes, though this time the Halruans were able to field their larger force, including fighting men as well as wizards in their skyships. The attackers were easily routed. Halrua also suffered through a civil war about 5 centuries ago, when a number of mages advocated beginning new experiments in magic, one which even the Netherese didn't approve of. The renegades were driven from the region, but went on to found the land of Thay, or so it is said, in Halrua. Since then, Halrua has been at peace. They have had no declared wars, though it still suffers raids from Dambrai pirates, bandits of the wastes, savages from the Mare jungles, and other pirate, raider, or hungry wizard who thinks that magic and wealth grow on trees in Halrua. This constant raiding has made the Hell Ruins very defensive, warlike, and traditional. The people say that since wizards have always led them, wizards always will. I should pause the game, I reckon. Pause the game. That would make sense. Pause the game before I read, so I don't have an idle dialogue of, how tedious all this becomes. Alright, let's return the book.
Hello there.
No luck, huh? Did I go visit the cows this time? Oh, I can never remember. You know what is so funny? You know what's so funny? I walked over to the thing, and then I read the book, and then I said, what a lovely book. And then I left it in the haystack. Fuck me. Me and Philia right now, or Philidia, we are, one moment. Me and Philidia, peas in a pod. Peas in a pod. We both read the book and just left it behind. That is so ridiculous. All right. Oh, Philidia, I got your book.
Hello there.
Oh, my book. Oh, you remind me of Gorian when you grin like that. Raising you has been hard on him, I know, but he says it's a toil of love, a toil of destiny even. You must be a very special child indeed to draw such praise from a man of his silent nature. Here, take this little gem of mine. Maybe with Winthrop will give you a little something for it. I have a gem. Poor, absent-minded Lydia gave me a gem for returning her book. Candlekeep, it seems, continues to defy all laws of economics. The more books it holds, the more valuable they become to those who read them. The greater the supply, the greater the demand. All this thinking is making my head hurt. Time to pawn this gem and get something useful for it. Right. I'll do that. Am I going to get attacked if I don't immediately go to the inn? Probably. I have a Lynxeye gem now. A specific type of labradorite, a feldspar gemstone. It's a class of stone, is pale to dark grey, and has patches of coloured reflections. The flash is most commonly blue, but can be of all shades. Green flash is called Lynxeye in the realms. So we have a slightly rarer gem. Getting attacked in a priest's quarter was strange, wasn't it? Alright, Droppin, you had something for me?
What do you need?
Nice day, ain't it? Too bad Nessa ain't here enjoying it, though, her being sick and all. I need to get her one of them potions of antidote off Hull. He stayed up drinking last night, got hauled out of bed to man the gates early this morning. I bet he's got a few of them lying around somewheres. Nessa the cow. Nessa the cow is feeling a bit under the weather today. Dreppin's asked me to get a potion of antidote from Hull, who's been posted to the gate this morning. Hull has been using them to avoid his morning hangovers. Need to stop pressing escape to try and escape the thing. I can just press the J. Temple of Ogma. We have a priest of Ogma here.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Why do people make donations to temples, tutor, sir? People donate for various reasons. Some adventurers see donations as payment for information. Clergy members are often aware of local goings-on. Especially large donations are typically recognized by a temple's staff. They may speak of your good deeds to anyone visiting, improving your reputation. Why don't temples offer healing services for free? Adventurers sometimes forget that spells are not easily cast. Every raising of the dead costs valuable resources. A successful life of adventuring will supply you with ample gold to pay with whatever healing services you need. And when you need them, a temple will gladly offer those services for a nominal fee. Cool. Healing and improving my reputation if needed.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
I am pleased to see you've taken time to pay tribute to wise Ogma. I was wondering what you had to offer at this Temple of Wisdom. I can enter a donation. I have 168 gold. Here, mate. Do not spend it all in one place, alright? While your donation to the temple was considerable, it was not enough to gain a reputation point. Cool, so I can, there's healing, there's donation, there is buying and selling, and they can identify. They can identify. That's cool. They have antidotes, an elixir of health, and a potion of healing, and a stoned flesh.
Ah, cool. There you go. Stone to flesh scroll, if you want. Raise the dead for 100 if someone in my party was to die. All right, mate. Look, I know I gave you 1 last time. How about 9? Make it an even 10. Let's make it an even 10. All right. No. Okay. Let's make it 15. Make it 15. We did get some information. There you go. I heard there's some sort of trouble in Nashville. Something sinister has been moving about in the Nashville mines. Nobody seems to know for sure. Too busy coping with the bandit raids and such. Now, I've given you 25 of me gold, right? 25 to be exact. You sure that doesn't convert into just 1 tiny little reputation point? Just 1? No. I don't know how much it'll take, but we'll figure it out. I don't have to write it down on a notepad because my journal is just so good. And that's so nice. And then I can open the journal. I can open my own thing. And we can also see our own thoughts coming in here. Where we can go, someone wishes me dead. Gorian is right to think we are no longer safe here, though I have no idea why someone would want to cause us harm. The attempt on my life may have been laughable, but I fear there will be more threats to come. So apparently I'm valuable. And apparently it's a matter of destiny looking after me. So this is why I put in my biography. Man, I sure hope I'm not some important guy because I want to just chill at home. It's just classic, you know. It makes sense. While you're in a game like this, there's probably some sort of importance. I can edit existing journal entries, which is kind of cool. So stuff that comes in here, and then I can add entries that say, hey, priests, they give info and maybe reputation. 1 gold won't do, though. Bugger it all. That's going in my journal. That's important information. And we'll talk to a guard. Jondala, Revor.
Hey,
Hey there, Mapogalops. I see you're up early this day. Well, your father, Gorian, has asked me a strange favor. Seems like he wants you to learn some fighting and asked me to be the teacher. Hope you brought your staff with you. My staff? I have a staff? Maybe I should have gone in the inn. Maybe I should go in the inn and my stuff might be in there. I left without packing. Hostile creatures have red circles around their feet. Left clicking, you can attack me. Switch weapons, attack with fists if you only wish to knock your opponent unconscious. So there's the automatic non-lethal. It's not like a toggle. You don't have to worry about that with me. Use your staff. If you have magical abilities, cast a spell at me by left clicking at the spell icon. Okay, during our fight, I'm going to spring a little surprise on you. Remember, you can press the spacebar to pause the game. This will give you time to think once my little surprise comes up. Are you ready now? Good. Oh, is that your surprise? Fucking Eric? Eric? That dickhead? How dare you? You're going to surprise me with Eric? Is positioning important? Like, if I stand behind you... Ow. I wonder if you could, like, if it's a line of sight thing. I don't think so. Like, stand behind someone and then you get shot in the back. You did good, kid. Especially after Eric started firing those arrows at you. I'm sure your father would be proud. You should go talk to the gate warden if you want some experience in fighting with a group of people. You can find him just south of here. Out there, it can be pretty important to know how to fight with allies at your side. Epic battle music continues. I'm glad that we're like continuing for a bit because of the fact that we're still kind of in a tutorial space. It's not officially the tutorial, but it also is at the same time in regards to what's going on here.
By Moradin's hammer!
Revor, I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this building yesterday already. Hop to it. Get in there. There you go. Clearing the rats out of the building was not in the tutorial. It was here. Reaver's storehouse. Classic. Classic. Revor has once again pressed me into service in his storehouse. All reports suggest that our feline forces have turned traitor and that the rats are on the offensive. It appears I am at our last hope in the face of such an awesome display of power. Farewell, dear journal. Farewell. This is the type of, like, funny, witty lines of dialogue that I really like about early BioWare. I love the humor intertwined with this. It's very nice. I will now go and deliver myself unto the rat kind. Rats in
It shall be as you wish.
the storehouse. Get popped like balloon. Please. Yes, popped like balloon. Yes. There's the cat. Cat does not give a fuck. Help me, dear cat. Use charm animal quickly. Ah, wonderful. The party has gained 1 experience per rat. Hello, cat. Meow, it says. Meow indeed. A silver ring. Yeah, I'll loot your storeroom, mate. You were rude to me and you said, oh, fucking get in there. I'll say the rat stole your ring. So sorry. I don't know. I didn't know that it was possible for them to have an affection for the shiny things, but they do. All right, so the cats have decided they don't care about the rats anymore. There you go, mate.
It shall be as you wish.
Ah, yes, kill them like the rats they are. A glorious battle unlike any this world has ever seen. Here's 5 gold pieces. Don't spend it all in one place.
Mental note, don't join the armed forces. They never inform you of the full danger when you enter, and they always pay you squat when you leave. Revor gave me all the 5 gold pieces, put my life on the line in there. Isn't there a Candlekeep People's Revolutionary Front I can join somewhere? We're the People's Front of Judea. So, obviously you do want to read the journal as you go with it when it updates, because you can't read the previous entries. So I've got to make a habit of that. The tutor, what are you doing here, sir?
Hello, child.
I might need to know about saved games. What temporal mysteries can I illuminate for you? No mysteries today, thank you. Yes, of course. Now, the week before that, I was in Netheril. Was that before or after it fell? Quick save. I will quick save. I will make use of that. Yeah, I like having the details on. I just feel like it's needed for a game like this. So we'll probably just keep that. We get to see enemies, we get to see names, we get to see items. It's all good. Hull! Got any hangover cures for me, mate? Hey, kid. I woke late this morning and left my sword in the barracks before going on duty. If you want to get it for me, it's in the chest at the foot of my bed on the right side of the barracks. Quick now, before the gate warden catches me without it. You'll also find an antidote there. I think Dreppen needs one for old Nessa. There you go. Hull! One of the ever-present watchers here in Candlekeep forgot his sword in the barracks this morning. He asked me to fetch the weapon from its resting place in the chest against the right wall. And if I look here, the bunkhouse and the barracks, that's where we want to go. Let's go to the clinic. See, I'm just doing a nice little full thing. So I'll purchase some supplies in regards to the weapons and armor, and donate it a little bit to the priests. At the barracks, we'll get our stuff, or his stuff. Sorry. I was asked to help you with your journal. Journal entries, quest entries, write my own journal entries, keep a note for later, but don't want to keep it in my backpack. Letters and notes can be copied to your journal by selecting Copy Note on the letter's description screen. Notes copied this way are stored among your journal entries. That's cool. So, if in my inventory...
Our rules are very strict.
Ah! I'm being chased by the gate warden. Hey! Why is he chasing me? Hold on. So if I have a note, I can then copy it to my journal. I like that a lot. What's he going to tell me off for? What have I done, mate? That guy that was shooting arrows at me, that was practice. Why does he want me so bad? Soon be gone, will ya? Aye, Brian asked me to teach you a wit about the finer arts of mass combat before you leave. Can I pique your interest with the rest of it, my pocolops? Am I saying that right, my poco loops? Yes, Gate Warden, I would appreciate that.
Good then, child. 'Tis one thing to maintain control of yourself in the heat of battle, but 'tis quite another to maintain one's authority over your group. I've asked Obe, the illusionist, to run through a few simulations for you down the storage cellars. Just follow me this way and I'll unlock the door for you. I'm like, he's like, the gate warden is chasing me. Help!
Hello, child.
Instruction on how to properly bend the universe to my will. The casting of spells, I'm all good. I'll learn more casting spells than being lectured about them. You say that now when you find yourself in the dark forest surrounded by displacer beasts and can't use your spellbook's contents. I do hope you'll remember this conversation.
Our rules.
There you be, Mapogalops. If you haven't trained with Obe yet, then the door's wide open and all you needs is to march in. If you've already done your training, you should go and see Gorion. Your father is anxious to see you. To the staircase. There we go. Canderous. So Canderous is maybe Arcanus. These were like some of the names in the pre-created characters. Mapogalops, the gate warden asked me to prepare a little going away party for you. Bit of mass combat practice is in order, I believe. Well, I'll make it real simple for you. Canderous, Mordain, Arcanus, Dieter, and Osprey are all going to join your party. You'll have complete control over them, same as you will with anyone else who might join you in your coming travels. Once they've all joined your party, I'm going to summon in several illusions of common monsters you might encounter outside the safety of this keep. These illusions will attack the party, and it will be up to you to issue the necessary orders to dispose of them. Remember, these creatures are illusions, and they won't be able to hurt you. Try your best to kill them, however, because in the real world, pain, harm, and even death are far more real. Some of your comrades will have magic items such as potions and wands. You'll have to equip these in the quick slots of the characters who have them. Some of them also have spells. You can cast these during the battle. Remember, even rogues and warriors can benefit from a good understanding of the more arcane forms of combat. Every so often, I'll ask you if you've had enough. If you have, then I shall teleport you back outside. If you wish to continue practicing, however, then I shall create some more illusions for you to fight. Are you ready then? Good. Here we go. We have gibberlings. Okay, look, we got...
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Yes, friend?
Give Canderous Ordo, the future Star Wars Mandalorian character, the line, hello there, is incredibly prophetic of you.
Hello there.
And you don't even know it. They don't even know it. You look at that and go, wow. This is, what year is this? Baldur's Gate 1, 1998? Baldur's Gate 1, 1998 by Interplay Entertainment. Naturally. Fallout, Baldur's Gate, what a time to be alive in the late 90s, and then Half-Life comes in swinging too. But anyway, 1998. In 5 years' time, Canderous is going to make another appearance, and then 7 years after this game comes out, Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to jump down from a great height and say, hello there.
Hello there.
And yes, just to prevent any...
Actually, the first instance of hello there was spoken by Ben Kenobi in Star Wars, and I call it Star Wars, not A New Hope, because that's what its name is in 1977. Star Wars.
Yes, Ben Kenobi says hello there first, but it didn't become popularized as a meme. So fuck you.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Yes, friend? Hello?
Hello?
Hey. Hey.
It literally sounds like when you click on a villager in Age of Empires.
Hey.
And they go, hey, yeah? That's crazy. All right. Do these characters... Am I going to make a mistake by seeing if they have a biography? Oh, they don't.
Hello?
Just wanted to see if you have a biography, and you bloody don't, mate. There's nothing to know about these guys except that they're pretty cool. My thing that I immediately thought, which makes me think I'm a terrible ranger, and I'm definitely not a good character. I am, though. I'm chaotic good. My first thought was, I want to take their items, put them on my character, and see if I'm allowed to do that. I love that you can take their helmet off and it changes. Like, can I do that?
I've just taken his longbow. He doesn't need it, right? I have proficiency with a longbow. You're good if I take that, right? I genuinely, I don't know if that's true, but if it is, I'm gonna take these. It might be the case that I'm not allowed to keep them when we leave the area, or I might be able to be super cheeky and steal their stuff. I can change their clothing, which is also really funny. I love that you can just do that to anyone, apparently, whenever you want. You can just be like, not on my watch, you're wearing the orange robe. I like that. Now, I think the party has a shared gold, so that's all good. They don't have any gold that I can steal. He got some arrows, so I'm gonna what's a longbow without any arrows? You're all good with that axe, mate. I'll take that. Do you mind if I take your helmet as well? Not to wear, but primarily to sell. I do need to make some money. I'm sure you guys won't be missing this. You guys are all good. You'll be all good. I'm gonna leave town. You're gonna go, fuck. That kid asked to borrow my helmet, and he's gone. And then Candace will say, shit, me too. He asked to borrow my helmet too. What has he got, 2 heads? Just gonna quickly do that if you don't mind. I'm also gonna go and look at this chest. And you guys go fight that gibberling. Go fight that gibberling. You guys go fight those things. Alright, that's locked. That's unfortunate. Any one of you guys know how to open boxes? Any of you a thief? What class are we? You're a multi-class fighter and thief. Alright, if you could open that for me, that would be real good.
I need a swig or some
Arcanus, get in there. Mess him up. Did you get that open? You did. Nothing in there. That's crazy. That's alright. Look at us doing multiple things while being paused, though. How good's this?
Hello.
Hello. You're throwing darts, so you can just keep doing that. Go, group, go. Get him. And I'm also here, and I'm helping. And then I guess I'm getting experience whenever... Am I getting experience whenever... No. That's alright. Well done, guys. Have you had enough yet? If you're ready to go, I'll teleport you back outside. Otherwise, you better be ready for some more fighting. I'll just deal with the monsters I'm fighting now. Ask me if I want to fight more a little later. Yeah, there we go. Let me just run around a bit.
You have but to ask.
See, there's still a gibberling over there.
I need a
guys, get him.
Nothing
in there. Me who... Me just inspecting boxes and stuff in the vicinity. And I get them to go and fight them for me. All right, you guys go and fight those monsters. I'm going to go look around in some boxes. Terminology. Chaotic good.
What is it this time?
Is for good reason. And Dieter over here is going to open this chest for me. Like a sweet lad. And I'm gaining experience by doing this. So it is worth doing. Even if the shit is empty, unfortunately, this is probably going to be locked as well. I'm going to preempt that by having you come over here with me. Just the monsters that I'm dealing with today. Thank you, Obe. Give me a second. You don't know if this chest could be a mimic. Could be a mimic. You never know. All right, it's not locked.
All good. It shall be as you wish.
And there's nothing in there anyway. Okay. Now, I'm potentially getting teleported out of here. So I genuinely don't know.
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
I don't know if I can take this stuff with me. I'm asking for donations from the group. I'm saying, hey guys, I just got attacked in the priest place. Some guy was in there and he tried stabbing me and I didn't have any armor or equipment and I had to just like punch him. And oh my God, we're going to leave town. I'm accepting any and all donations of like weapons, armor, and shields. My foster father has tasked me with purchasing weapons and armor. But sadly, it appears that poor sweet father did not consider the fact that I don't have enough money for something like that. Just don't have enough money for something like that, unfortunately. So if you could please donate any and preferably all of your weapons and armor to me, that would really help me so much so I could go out into the world and get the experience necessary to live. I have a bit of a heavy pack here, actually. It does seem that maybe maybe I'm carrying a bit too much. Your donations have been very, very generous. I think that'll do, actually. So, Dida, you have helped me out by opening some chests for me. Keep your items. Keep your items, dear chap. I have got a very full pack. I appreciate each and every one of you for the lovely assistance. I will speak with you all, preferably never.
You have but to ask.
Have a good day. I will think of you.
Wisdom is only possessed by the learned.
Thank you. I will think of you in the future in regards to my quest line. Please take me outside. Okay then, once I teleport you outside, you're not going to be able to get back in here again. This is for your own protection, as the illusions I can use can sometimes be dangerous. Okay. Hey, Arcanus, Mordain, Osprey. Other guy. Who we got? We got Canderous, we got Arcanus, we got Osprey, we got Mordain, and we got Dida. You've all been lovely. See you later. Teleport me out of here. I tried, chat. I tried. I tried. I got Dimension Doored out and I wasn't able to take any of the things with me. No, I was going to have a longbow and everything. And it turns out that those donations, unfortunately, Obe is a very smart guy. And he said, Dimension Door. And he went, mate, you are heavier going out than you came in. Give me those back.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
I thought I was being a relative genius, but that's okay. It does make sense. The game is like, look, mate. I know you want that so bad, and I want that for you. It's not happening. And I'm like, okay, that really is fair enough. Gotta make a profit in these trying times. And I tried my best.
Hello, child.
You want to know about thieving?
Shall we continue?
We're all good.
Listeners?
Cheeky, yes, come back whenever you like. All right, what's in this? Barrel, empty. Chest. Gold. I will take. And then we've got the bunkhouse over here. Gold. I'll take. Whose gold is that? Mine. Oh, he just said, I have a blade with your name on it. I just saw another guy and I'm like, I could be potentially get killed. I cannot save. I cannot save. I cannot save.
You have but to ask.
Another guy wanting to murder me. Great. I should have assumed it's not over. Hey there. You're Garion's little whelp, aren't you? Yeah, you match the description. You don't look so dangerous to me. And what business is that of yours? I'll make it my business if and I please. Just thought I'd have me a look at you for myself before I put a blade down your gullet. Someone seems to think you're trouble.
I'm going to use your head for a ticket out of the gutter. I'm just a little street trash hood, they say, but I'll show 'em. All right, mate. Well, let me just quick save and walk back in.
You have but to ask.
I pressed the door button before he did dialogue, so I was able to just leave. That's so fun. Oh, non-lethal damage. No, kill this man. Kill this man. He has approached me first. Watch this epic 1v1 take place. Very good, mate. Oh, I got an achievement. Safe for now. Defeat Carbos and Shank. My first achievement in the game. Let's go. I've gained 20 experience. I don't have a plus sign on my thing yet.
It shall be as you wish.
But I will take that
Yes.
sword, please. So if I was to... Oh, wait. Ugh. Duh. I'm like, how can I wield two swords? And my brain is like, yeah, can I do this and put this over the top of that? Wield it in the offhand, dude. Wield it in the offhand. Now I've got two. I got two blades.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
I might go through a voice change operation at some point in this game. We'll see what happens. Or I'll just commit to the bit. I do like that.
You have but to ask.
Okay. Karen?
Something on your mind?
Something on your mind? I heard shouting, Apocalypse. You all right? He's dead. Whoever he was. He lunged at me with a knife. Oh, Karen, what is happening to this place? See, I'm not going to be scared. You know, I'm not going to be like, oh God, what's happening in this place? I've killed 2 men. I'm not a boy. It is not this place, child. It's you they're after. Gorion is waiting on the steps of the Central Library and wants you to go to him as soon as you have bought what you need at the inn. Oh, Apocalypse, I have been your tutor for so many years, and only in this moment have I come to doubt that my teachings have been enough. Go to Gorion, child. It is safe for you here no longer. Wow. People are in on the secret. They know what's going on here. I don't. They know me.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your
Shaman's
business?
dance. It is never too late to focus your tradings. Yeah, no worries, mate. Alright, let's go to the barracks. I gotta get a sword. I gotta see a wall about a sword. Hello?
I shall attend to it in a trice.
I should have joined the army.
What a mead field night. That hull is just too much. Poor Sap had to go man the gate this morning too. I don't know how he does it. What can I do for you anyways? Maybe I shouldn't say that. I was just wondering if you had any errands I could run. Errands? Yeah, actually. I need a quarrel of crossbow bolts. If you could get some off Winthrop at the inn, I'll reimburse you. Oh, very well. There'll be a few coins in it for you too, so you can stop giving me that look. A quarrel of crossbow bolts at Winthrop at the inn. Perfect. I do need gold coins. Fowler is recovering from last night's mead fest in the barracks. After a little pestering, he agreed to give me a little bit of change if I fetch crossbow bolts from the innkeeper, Winthrop. Now, far side of the wall. This one? Man, I can't even see someone who's in this room. Wow. My vision is crazy. Crazy bad. Alright, Hull's longsword. No unique description. But I'll take that, and I'll take the antidote. Thank you very much. That's wild that, like... I see, like, the field of view. Like, you can't see behind the column because of where you're standing. It's very interesting to learn how the map is affected by your character's field of view rather than the player's field of view. I assume if I had another party member here, they would just be there, naturally. You don't mind if I look through this shit, do you, mate? Well, I fucking can't. That's alright. All good. Not a thief. Not a thief. I can see how I would really benefit from being one right now, but I'm not. And I won't try and force the lock. I will not try and force the lock.
I feel like my speed of navigating the map should be faster, but mouse scroll speed, how fast the area scrolls in response to mouse movement, it is full. Wow, no, it does indeed make a change. I was like, does it even work? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. That's right. I'll deal with it. It's not the worst. Would I like it to be faster? Yes, I'd like everything to be faster in this life that we live. Everything needs to be faster nowadays. Took your sweet time, didn't you? Grind's a fool for trying to bring you up, right? You can tell him I said so too. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this whole iron crisis is the result of twerps like you wandering off with people's swords. Here's 10 gold pieces. Now get out of here. I'm on duty. What? Is it because I got pulled into a thing? Did I need to get it immediately? Probably. Or is it just... it would just happen regardless. Who knows? Hal gave me 10 gold pieces for bringing him his own dumb sword. I should have charged him extra for the tongue lashing he gave me, though. One day I'll get used to not pressing escape, and I'll just press J for journal. I gotta take the antidote back up this way. Shall we go into the castle? I'll say, hey, what's up? Where's my sprint option, man?
What do you need?
You're a wonder you are. Stick with me and we'll go far. Well, okay. Stick with me and you'd probably never leave the walls of Candlekeep, would we? Good thing you ain't wearing any of that metal armor, though. I hear that the bandits out there would just as soon kill you as look at you to get it off your back. I just hope this whole iron crisis business is wrapped up soon. There we go. Well, found that potion for Dreppen's cow. I just hope it's what he thinks it is and not a potion of fire breath or something. A cow with ye old fire breath. Dare I go to the castle now? Because I think the only thing left... I didn't go into the clinic, did I? The map is live too. How cool is that? You can see me moving. So if I click on the clinic, am I going to walk there right now? Automatically, or am I walking somewhere else? Just to there. Cool. Good thing that I remember to check the map. And I can go, oh yeah, it didn't actually go into the clinic. Perspective is funny in that way. Sleeping woman, sleeping halfling, priest of Ogmar.
You have but to ask.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
So you are sick? You look rather healthy to me, but you can never tell. Do you need any potions or such things? Yes, that would be nice of you. All right then, take this potion. I've gained a potion of healing. Thank you so much.
Wisdom is only possessed.
I'm very busy with my patients. I'll have to ask you to give me some room. You cannot wake up these sleeping man, woman, or halfling. There is a reader in here, though. Hello, reader.
No, excuse me, but I'm late for my classes.
Hey there, no time to chat. I have a mountain of dishes to tackle. Dishes? But you're a reader. Locked. It's all locked, damn it. Hiya! Yeah, alright. See you later. Pleasant dreams. Pleasant dreams. Sweetest of them. Let me go into here. I'm going to quick save. I cannot save at this time.
Hey,
Whoa! Well, hey, it's me, Imoen. Hey, look, it's my childhood friend, Imoen. The character is real. I'm surprised that stuffy old Gorion let you away from your studies and chores, that old fiddle-faddle. I snuck off too. Old Puffguts Winthrop was looking for me, but I've got all day to do his chores. You have time for a story today? No, I can tell you don't. What have you been up to? I'm afraid I cannot chat today. Little one. Little one is what I definitely call my childhood friends. I go, little one. My foster father wishes me to prepare for a journey, but I will not say to where. I am sorry, child, but I am not to tell anyone what I am doing. I must go. You should not tarry about either. Winthrop will want the beds turned down after you are done in the stables, and leave me be.
I have no time to waste on you today, child. Are we childhood friends or not? I'm afraid I cannot chat today, little one. My foster father wishes me to prepare for a journey, but will not say to where. Little one? I'm not much younger than you, though you sure got tall fast. Relatively, anyway. A journey, huh? I never get to travel. Wish I could go with you. Yep, I really wish I could. Yes, sir. I really do. Really do. All right, I get the message. I'll ask if you can go with us. Hey, Imowen's a thief, as per tutorial. There's a lot of locked chests. Oh, don't be silly. Gorion would never even let you finish the sentence, especially after what that letter of his said. Did I say that? Nah, no, of course I didn't. Never saw no letter. Nope. I'll just get back to work now. You had better go. Gorion is waiting. Imowen has read the letter.
You're a queer fellow.
Yes, I'm very happy to be here. Don't keep Mr. G waiting now. Come on, you get going. All right, so Imowen's hanging out here. Oh, there's Gorion. He's actually at the castle. All right. I'll come back here later then. We'll go to the inn after all. Here's me being like, yes, go and investigate the castle first. I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, shit, it's Mr. G. The lack of perspective is a bit of a struggle. When I'm behind the buildings, I wish I could, like, rotate the camera. But obviously, it's not that type of game, man. We'll walk around here, see if there's any more NPCs that I've yet to talk with. Or it seems we've done a full lap. There we go. Nobody down there. Time for us to enter the inn. Hello? I'm in. Alright. Firebeard Elvenhair and Winthrop.
It shall be as you wish.
I have been told to advise you in negotiating with merchants, innkeepers, tavern owners, and the like. Is there anything I can tell you of such things? How do I listen to rumors in the tavern? If you want to listen to people talk, you'll need to drink with them. Choose the beverage of your choice from the list, select buy, and listen. Ooh, that's cool. Instead of like they're going into an inn and saying, any rumors, mate? I like just picking like the rumor option. There's like interacting. I like that a lot. Not everyone will say something worth hearing, but occasionally you might hear some tidbit that will turn into a quest you can complete. Very well. Fun.
Hello, child.
I've been asked to teach you some of the more advanced principles of movement. Is there anything you'd like to know? Oh, good. Firebeard Elvenhair. What a name.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Ah, yes, I'm back in the hallowed halls of Candlekeep with this iron crisis upon us. The trip from Baragost was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Gorion's ward, aren't you? Ah, you have come into your own. If you would permit an old man jealous of youth to say so. I left an identify scroll with Tetheril in the inner grounds. You should be done examining it by now. If you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Okay. Firebeard Elvenhair, an old mage who makes the occasional visit here from Baragost, has left an identify scroll with Tetheril in the inner grounds. I swear, without me to run its endless errands, this keep would crumble into the very dust from which it sprang. I keep pressing escape. Just let escape work. Just let it work. Alright, Winthrop, how you doing, mate?
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Well, hello there, young one. An elven arse. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, have ye? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold piece book entrance fee, as per Candlekeep's custom, don't you know? This is outrageous! What kind of a fool do you take me for? Stuff your inn and stuff your company. Stuff your ass. You always were the big kiddo, Winthrop. That gets funnier very nearly every time I hear it. Or perhaps not quite so often. Ha! Just having a bit of fun with you, my friend. Them monks may be walking about with poles in their nethers, but you know you are always welcome here in my sight. Gorion did well by you, he did. Is there anything I can do for you? Some drinks? A room to sleep? Anything to buy? Sure, what do you have?
Peasant, merchant, noble, and royal. Oh, we can rent the suite. It costs 1 for a peasant room. It costs 3 for the merchant room, 5 for the noble, and 8 for the royals. While an adequate place to rest, rooms of this type offer little more than a roof over one's head. Recuperative benefits will likely be minimal. You get what you pay for. A favorite of the frugal business traveler, rooms of this type are basic but comfortable. A good solid mattress and clean linen for when one must awaken presentable, but not so pampered as to promote oversleeping. These rooms are of excellent quality at a somewhat reasonable price, and a definite luxury for those accustomed to sleeping under an open sky. None but the most pampered dandy would have complaints with these accommodations. A truly luxurious experience at an equally exorbitant price. Beds filled with the softest down, draped with the finest Kalimshan silks and linens, nearly as restful as a week in a lesser room. Who but royalty could afford the cost? 8 gold, it's not bad. We have the option for buying, which I need to get equipment. I have 181 gold. And we can buy stuff. And there's rumors. I like this. This is cool. All right, so let's sell this gem and this silver ring for a huge 9 gold. What's the deal with the composite longbow? Longbows or shortbows whose staves are made from more than one type of material. Greater flexibility and makes the arrows fired deliver more damage. They were developed after the normal longbow. You need 18 strength. That's why I cannot... That's why it's red. Gotcha. Red means no. Blue means magic. We got a sling. Wow, he has everything that you could want to start with. This is well stocked for a, well stocked for an inn. That helmet I was going to sell of Candace's is worth 1 gold, so just actual shit. He was saying, like earlier, he was saying, have you got your staff? And I guess that's probably why. Like, this stuff is really cheap to buy, and then this stuff is much more expensive. Let's do some rumors first. Give me a fire wine, please. And not because it's 1 gold piece, but because I'm definitely into that. Another one. Yeah, so good. At this point, I'll just mix drinks and have the mead. Any rumors? Any rumors, mate? I've had 2 fire wines and a mead. I'll have a bit of black ale, please, for a rumor, please. I'm drinking so much, and I'm just wondering if you'll give me a rumor. 1 more fire wine, please, just to top it off. Fuck! 1 more mead. You're fucking me right now. You hear me? I sell you some things and you don't give me a single rumor. Probably should have expected that. All right, well, I'm going to get myself a longbow. I'll get a quarterstaff. Let me just cancel this. Let me just start again. Yeah, okay. I need to press that to deselect it. Let me just... What have I accidentally been selecting this whole time? Click off of that so I can not accidentally buy the wrong shit. Selling in this game is very nice and straightforward, and so is buying. In Fallout 1, not as much. It was really funny. You have to click and drag the item, put it into a thing, click and drag their items, put it into a separate thing, and then exchange the goods and services. Which meant one time I tried to sell a guy a bunch of things and I ended up giving them to him for free. He was very happy with me after that. He said, fuck yeah. Thank you so much. So I've already got daggers and I'm dual wielding them, so that's all good. I'm going to buy a quarterstaff because it costs 1. And I'm going to buy 10 spears? Or only 1 spear, I think. He just has 10. I'll buy 1 spear. And now I'm looking at the crossbows, and they're cheaper than the longbow, and I'm like, damn it. Let's buy... I feel like 20 arrows costs 1. And I'm going to get 3 of those. They cost 1 gold. I'm going to get 3 of those because I will be buying a longbow. Also, we're spending a lot of time in menus and reading stuff and taking so long to just do a simple buying and selling thing. It's because this is the first episode. We're just getting used to it. In future episodes, there won't be as much like sitting in menus and going, yes, the dagger seems nice, because I know that's not super exciting. So don't worry. It's just the first episode. I should probably spend as much as I can. I don't know about armor though, because it seems like whatever I'm wearing ends up taking down my AC. Like maybe I can put on just a standard leather armor. Will I need to purchase for Gorion as well? Does Papa need anything? Or has he already got his own stuff? I actually don't know. I should buy a longsword as well. So a bastard sword is a halfway between two-handed and the longsword. It can accommodate both hands if preferred. I will buy a longsword. I think this is good. Maybe I should buy some throwing axes. I mean, I don't know how good my throwing skill is, but I'll throw something. And maybe Gorion will too. I assume Gorion will be like, will leave. It'll be in my party or something. So I've got throwing axes. We've got 1 longbow, because I have proficiency. A spear, a quarterstaff, a longsword. And I'm going to actually get... It doesn't cost that much. I'm going to spend 10 gold to get 20 stacks, 10 stacks of 20 arrows, I think. So I should have 200. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm going to buy it. And I'm going to say thanks. Yeah, cool. I now have 200 arrows. Naturally. Bloody robbery when I want to sell back to you, mate. 15 gold. Okay. Let's see how we go. Done, mate. Thank you so much. Now let's have a look at what we're dealing with. So what I'm going to do is, if I put this in here, I can have a dagger in the offhand. All good. And then, where do these go? Do these go here? All right, throwing axes do go in there. It's gonna take down my AC again to 4. Missile and piercing +2. Do you reckon that's worth it or no? It's 10 versus piercing and missile. I'm just gonna put it on, and I'm gonna put my arrows in here, and I'll put my longbow in here. So there you go. Throwing weapon, longsword, longbow, and maybe I'll sell you these other things I picked up. As good to see you again as any other could have laid eyes on. Make yourself as comfortable as you will. If you ask for anything, just ask. Yeah, mate, I wanted a rumor, but you just did not give a fuck. This only sells for 1 gold, so I'm not going to bother. And I'm going to say good day to you, sir. And that's locked. Because of course it is. Nobleman and a noble woman. Ah, yeah, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Just, that's mine. I left it here earlier when I was here. Haha, noble womans and men's, noble sirs.
No time to chit-chat.
Step up to the heat, young one. You'll need a good fire to warm the chilled stares of those monks. Most inhospitable they are. Isn't that so, lovey? Oh, yes, darling. They are most standoffish. Oh, I would not let it concern you, milady. Perhaps they are not used to wealth such as yours. You are quite wealthy, are you not? Bring a lot of expensive jewelry with you. I shouldn't answer that, lovey. Seems as though this scoundrel might be trying to get a bit too familiar. Sizing up the potential loot, I should think. Best that you move along, lest the local constabulary gets involved.
No time to chit-chat.
I think you should be going before you end up scaring the missus. Oh, no.
Pleasure to meet a socially acceptable person such as yourself.
Well, she says that now. I'd much prefer it if you would leave me be. I love it when their voiced thing does not match. Hey, just because I have my swords out and I've asked if you've got any jewelry.
Acceptable person such as yourself.
Oh, good. Maybe I should have said the first option, but I thought it was too funny.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
It was too funny to pass up. Hey, sleeping man, I'll take your gold if you don't mind. You can't wake up the sleepers. Locked. Locked. And a nobleman.
Don't touch me. I might catch something.
God, just their default voice lines are so funny. Yes, might I help you? My apologies, I have been knee-deep in the tomes of the keep all day, and I am quite the fog as a result. You might help me to your valuables. My apologies, I have been knee-deep in the tomes of the keep all day, and I am in quite the fog as a result. Oh, indeed, such a wondrous depository it is. I have returned on many an occasion, much to my banker's dismay, and have not even scratched the surface of the collection here. Would that it were so for all of my noble brethren. I fear many come to the keep merely to proclaim that they did. I suppose it makes them appear more intelligent, though simple quizzing places the majority of them securely about the chimp level. I'm sorry, I tend to ramble. Good eve to you.
Don't touch me. I might catch something.
You will once again. I should appreciate it if you would remove your company until I sort it. Good day. We're not making any friends in the inn here with the noblemans, are we?
Away with you, beggar.
What? I certainly hope there's an explanation for this intrusion. Explain yourself. Watch your words or I'll be forced to feed them to you. My apologies, I must have got the room numbers mixed about. Just getting to know the neighbors. Who might you be? My name is Quincy. Beyond that is my own business and none of your concern. Leave, lest I report this intrusion to the guard. To be a thief and a rogue right now, making money, picking pockets of the noblemen. Unfortunately, I will venture downstairs.
You have but to ask.
And I will leave. So, I think what I need to do now, according to my journal, is, I need crossbow bolts. And I also now need to go and get the identify scroll with Tetheril in the inner grounds. Hold on. Crossbow bolts, please.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
One more thing from you.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Let me remember that. Okay, where are we? Boots! Just the one, please. I'm sure that will suffice, right? I think I just... 2 it is, then. I had a lapse of judgment in my brain just then, and I went, did I buy one? It didn't work. And then I realized I already pressed buy. Then I bought some more. I'm going to give 40 because I'm so generous. How would you like to survive the challenges this world will throw at you? Tell me about Thaco. To hit armor class 0 is the number your attack roll must meet or exceed to hit a creature with an armor class of 0. Tell me about your armor class. Overall defensive rating. It's added to the attack roll of any creature attacking you, so a low or even negative makes you... I've been understanding it backwards. Oh, no. I've been understanding it backwards. Wait a minute. Armor class is your overall defensive rating. Your armor class is indeed added to the attack roll of any creature attacking you. A low or even negative armor class makes you more difficult to hit. I've been reading this wrong. I'm going, well, my armor, a bit number smaller, number bad. And you know why? I was internally confused where I'm like, there's something that I'm misunderstanding, so I'm just going to not mention it. And I was right. I was misunderstanding it. I'm like, my dexterity is 18. I put my dexterity up on high,
and my armor class is, it says -4. And I'm like, that's strange. And I was like, clearly it's just because I've just started out. That's really funny. So whenever I was equipping stuff and going, oh man, it's going down to a lower thing, that's kind of shit. That's a good thing. I want this to go lower. I want this to go lower, actually. Okay. So my brain of number higher equals better apparently doesn't apply to AC, which means I've just kind of fundamentally misunderstood what that is. Maybe it's different in second edition. Voice of the East, Southwest, and North, and the Chanter. What's going on here?
The worm shall wander the earth, and such a pestilence will follow in his wake that all that know of his passing
In the year of the turrets, a great host
shall
will
be
come from the
struck
east like a
down
plague
by
of
the
locusts.
plague.
So saith the wise Alondo.
So saith the wise Alondo.
That's kind of... that line is so interesting, thinking about Baldur's Gate 3. It's not the same, but my brain immediately started thinking about some things, which was fun. What about the other voices? North and South, what say you? North and South.
When conflict sweeps across the dales, the great lizards of the north shall descend with fire and fury. So
When shadows descend upon the land, our divine lords will walk alongside us as equals. So saith the great Alondo.
All right, we got some...
Greetings, young one.
Tetheriel. Firebeard sent you to me, hasn't he? Very well, return this scroll to him, but then you must hurry and speak with Gorion. He is waiting for you on the steps of the Central Library. I assure you, child, it is a matter of greatest urgency. Yeah. Urgent, smergent. Firebeard Elvenhair, an old mage who makes the occasional visit here, has left an identity scroll. Oh. I retrieved the scroll from Tetheriel. I should probably head back to the inn and return it. Cool. There we go. Multiple entries. I now need to go here. And we can watch a pleasant walk. So many fountains for this place. So many fountains. I'm going to go and deliver the crossbow bolts and say, hey, I don't know how many you wanted. I just got 40. Hope that's all good. Wasn't too expensive. So that's pretty good, actually.
It shall be as you wish.
I should have joined the army.
Here you are, you little money grubber. Put a few gold pieces in your purse. Fuller gave me a lousy 10 gold for running his errands. I'd better get at least 15 for being an errand runner in Baldur's Gate. Now, how much did I give you? I did end up giving you all of the bolts, naturally. You've taken all 40. I wonder if I got more... Actually, that's really curious. Do I get more gold for... Do I get more gold depending on how many I give him? I can't remember how much he said he'd give me. And because he took everything, will he give me more? Because how much does it cost? It costs 1 gold for 20. I gotta save this. 1. I'm so creative.
I shall attend to it.
If I was to say, be a creative little guy,
but to ask,
and talk to this guy.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Elven
My
arse.
hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
And if I was to just simply purchase 10 of these for 10 gold and buy those and then go back to him, is he going to give me 10 gold?
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Basically making this a 1-to-1 exchange. Or does he give me 5 gold per stack of 20? Am I going to make a profit right now by stocking this man up? I simply must find out. And it won't make a lick of difference anyway, because I'm going to reload a save where I've already given him the bolts. So it's all good.
It shall be as you wish.
I should have joined the army.
Yep. He did give me 10. Oh, I still have the bolts. I still have the remaining bolts. Which means I may be blind. You know what? I may simply be blind. No, I don't have any bolts. So he did take my 40.
It shall be as you wish.
Anyway, there we go. All good. The answer has been answered. The question has been answered as well. All right, time to speak with Papa Bear.
Oh, my child, I am glad I have found you.
This is very unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It is very important that you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, there is no time to tarry. This keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. What could possibly harm us here? This place is a fortress and guarded beyond measure. Candlekeep is indeed a formidable obstacle for ne'er-do-wells, but it is not insurmountable. No matter how thick the mesh, at least one mosquito always finds its way through. No, my child, we must leave as soon as possible, for our safety and for that of our friends here. What should I bring with me on this journey? If you would just give me some clues as to what I would need. My dear child, you should know yourself well enough to purchase the gear you need. I have given you what I can spare, so hurry off to the inn and speak with Winthrop. Use your skills as a reference, and buy what basics you must, though spend wisely. His prices are fair, but you may not have enough gold to purchase all that you would want. Please, Father, tell me where we will be going. Alas, I cannot, for I have not truly decided yet. All that is certain is that we will be far safer on the move. Perhaps the woods might offer some secluded security, or perhaps the city of Baldur's Gate would offer cover amidst its teeming throngs of people. I do not know where we shall end up, but I have a few friends here and there. I will think on this. I'm ready to go right now.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them.
Friends with Jahira? Why don't you fucking say so? Yo, Jahira mention. He just said...
Hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I will explain everything as soon as there is time.
As soon as we become separated. We're becoming separated. That's a given.
Wait. There is something wrong. We are in an ambush. Prepare yourself.
Well...
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
Wow. Dude's showing up already. Dude's showing up straight away. So this is why. Man, I'm quite special, aren't I? I must be, if this guy's showing up with his... Look at this entourage. We got some big boys here, too.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
Okay. Gorion, what are you going to pull out?
I'm sorry that you feel that way, old man.
Such confidence.
Get out of here.
Dude, he's what is that spell called? Mirror image or something like that. He's able to like make multiple things around him. Look at him go. I mean, he's fighting. Oh. Okay. I think he got them all except...
Especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorian's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorian mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
If we ever become separated, in maybe 5 minutes, less than, go to the Friendly Arm Inn. So that's the only lead we have. We had no other clue but Jaheira and Khalid. He whipped out some magic, but ultimately for this armored figure, it was not enough. I think, he took out everyone else, though. God damn.
Hey, it's me, Imoen.
Yeah, of course. On my own, leave Candlekeep, the only home you've ever known. We're out to the Friendly Arm Inn, and Imoen has followed us out. Sorry I followed you, but I never get out of Candlekeep, and those monks are such a bore. Never any decent coin in their pockets, neither. I saw Gorian, and I'm so sorry. Kind of figured something bad might happen to you out of here. How could you have known? Gorian did not even tell me. I accidentally read a letter on his desk the other day. Can't remember exactly what it said, but he might still have, might be on his body? Anyway, I'm not gonna let you wander out here all alone. Never let a friend down. No, sir. Stick with you until you say otherwise, I will. The party has gained gold, too. All right, so Imoen has indeed joined the party, and Gorian is not here. With Gorian slain, I must continue onward by myself. My first destination should be the Friendly Arm Inn to the north. Gorian claims that his former associates Khalid and Jaheira will be there waiting for me. So I guess that's how we managed to get away safely. He buys us a decent amount of time taking out the rest of the group. And
You're a queer fellow.
thank you. Now that we have Imoen. Yes, okay. So the biographies were hidden in the tutorial because I was like, they're not here. They're empty. And I was like, maybe that's because they will be actually in the party, which makes sense considering Imoen was introduced as the childhood friend. When asked about her past, Imoen slaps your shoulder playfully. She says that you of all people should know, seeing as how you grew up together. Indeed, some of your fondest memories are of meeting this sprightly young lass. She apparently came to Candlekeep much as you did, though 10 years later in life, and she spent much more time with the gruff Winthrop than Gorian. Puffguts, she would call him, much to the old innkeep's dismay. She seems the eternal child, and is quite content to play the part of little sister, though you are both comparable ages. You can tell by her hearty smile that she will always be willing to travel with you, no matter what path you take. Interestingly enough. Cool. That's the description. And that, I believe, yes, was the prologue. So it was very good for us to just play through character creation, the tutorial, and then get the prologue out of the way too, to get a proper feel for the world and a bit of an introduction, instead of still having to go through that prologue section, because I feel like we have a bit more of an understanding, and that's a great, launching platform into the main story now that we're on our own after what's happened with Gorian. And I had a very, very good time with our first episode of Baldur's Gate. Feels good to be back in the world of Faerun, but much, much earlier. Being able to see the origins of BioWare and also the Baldur's Gate series, and it's just very special. So it's cool that we're finally getting into this before we jump into Baldur's Gate 2 and then a Dark Urge replay of 3. I think that's going to be a really fun adventure for us to embark on together. So I really hope that you enjoyed this intro, this first episode, and are looking forward to the rest of the journey. Please, if you did have a good time and
How tedious all this becomes.
I know, I was just about to say the same thing, because I'm about to do the YouTube spiel and it's so tedious. The algorithm. If you did enjoy this video and are looking forward to the rest of the series, please do consider leaving a like and a comment about your excitement or disappointment. Any feelings you have in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on Baldur's Gate 1. What type of character you made. And it's not boring, I promise. I want to know what characters you made. Don't listen to Imoen. If you would like, please do leave a comment. Share it around. If you got any Baldur's Gate friends out there, share it with your dad, share it with your mum, or your grandparents who played this game when they were 20 years old when this game came out way back when. I would love to get as many eyes as possible on this series as we kick off a new adventure in Faerun. So your support does mean a lot to me, whether it's just watching, commenting, all of that jazz.
I hope you're excited to join me on the rest of the adventure. So thanks so much for being here for the beginning of our Faerun journey, our marathon through 1, 2, and a replay of 3. And I will see you next time.